Batman.
New Batman.
Batman. All right.
Don't ever do that again, Adam.
What?
That.
New Batman.
Welcome, everyone. Whoa, do we have sound first?
I'm about to see right now because it should have just restarted. Now we should officially have sound.
Promise.
Yes.
Hello
I don't
everyone.
believe you.
Because it should have just restarted.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome
all
everyone
right.
to the DC guys.
I'm gonna share the link again because it was a bad link. So.
All right, give us a second. Now, once he shares the link,
Yeah,
I will
just
do the
keep-
introduction
just
again.
keep talking amongst yourselves.
Hello everyone. Welcome to DC guys. I am your host Adam. Todd. Gail. Lorenzo. Okay.
And what are you reading there, my good sir?
I'm reading history. Detective Comics, issue 27. The Batman.
Oh, that's great.
Look at these dudes. Is this the Detective Comic guys? You bet your ass it is.
And we're here to solve a mystery.
What's the mystery?
What
Why
is-
there's no Wonder Woman game?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be finding out what that's about.
We'll get to that later.
All right.
That's not. important.
We got audio. Good.
We got audio, we got people. So welcome everyone to the DC guys.
Live.
Live!
For
Woo!
once, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Live in Lorenzo's room. It's the DC guys.
Well, I was gonna say in his mother's basement.
In my parents' basement, but yeah, same concept.
Same, but different. But
all right.
same.
So, we were gonna do a pre-record episode, but there's so much, and you broke my floor.
No, the floor was already broken. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my ass that sat on that floor once.
Just keep that back in there.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
All right, outside of that, we are here because a lot of news was dropped from
Yes.
James Gunn,
a
From-
lot of news.
DC Publishing, Warner Brother Games.
Yeah, Warner Bros. Game. No game.
Yeah, a lot of news. If you were like,
Yeah.
if you were living under a rock the past 2 days, all hell just broke loose.
Well, some DC news is nice, but I didn't expect a lot of that.
I was not expecting some of the comic news that we
because
got.
originally it was just supposed to be an episode about. Okay, here's a quick top 5 moments of what DC dropped last week.
Yeah.
Then this broke, and then this broke, and it was like shit, and then it was kick Kyle. Now, here we are.
Better dial Kyle quick.
Ha!
All right.
Kyle, dial H for Kyle.
Dial H for
Dial.
Kyle.
Kind of.
Freestyle.
Does it?
Well, it's DC, so we have to do the dial H.
All right, I'll give it.
So
All right, yeah, that's true. That's true. Gotta show love. Gotta show love.
So where do we want to start with, Lorenzo?
Do we want to start with all the big DC studio updates that just kind of like
Yeah,
evolved over the past?
we'll
like,
do.
Yeah, we'll do
I'm
the-
media.
yeah.
still sharing the link.
We'll do all the media first.
But we've been gone a while. How's
Yeah.
everyone been? You haven't been in like the same room in like a month.
Yeah, it's been a month. Yeah.
You've had stuff going on. You've had stuff going on. I have stuff going on. You're just back.
Go.
Oh yeah, Kyle's our first guest, by the way.
Woo!
So this live is
I feel very honored.
under the DC guy's name. Kyle's our
The
first
first, yeah.
guest.
I'm very honored. Thank you. Thank you.
Usually we wouldn't be here, but due to circumstances, due to some other stuff happening,
Yeah.
we're here tonight. But yeah, it's been okay.
Yeah.
Hoping, we saw a movie. We could talk quickly about, this is DC guys,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
our thing is Superhero HQ.
Yeah.
So we could talk about Captain America: Brave New World real quick. You don't want to talk about it.
We could talk about Brave New World. We could talk about the boring movie where nothing happened
100%. I cannot disagree
unless
with that.
until the last 5 minutes.
You know what? I'm gonna entertain that. Explain why nothing happened.
Okay. First off, you have the leader who had no plan whatsoever. I am sorry. His plan did not work. It was never going to work. He had no plan. End of discussion.
His plan kind of worked.
Yes. But I knew it was going to. We knew it was going to fail. He wasn't threatening.
You
That
mean
was-
to tell me in a superhero movie the bad guy loses?
Thanos won.
What? And then lost.
Yes.
Smart ass.
But
Mhm.
what did it actually lead to?
Okay, let me think about this one, which is of itself telling that I have to think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the cheap cop out answer is, well, the Serpent Society exists. They're the new Hydra.
Oh, let's talk about them. How's
Yeah.
you know you're gonna put the Serpent Society in, but you're not
Mhm.
going to do anything. First off, with them, and two, why are they the Serpent Society? Why aren't they in serpent outfits and all that other bull
Did
crap?
you see anything relating to an actual mythological Hydra in Hydra?
Yes,
Where?
the symbol.
Okay, so you're telling me that if they get a serpent symbol, you'll be happy.
Yes,
Much better.
Okay. That's all we
All
need.
right, first of all,
or have some sort of okay, they stole I hate saying this, but they stole Tony Stark's tech, and one of the techs was a tail.
Okay.
Or copper shoots out venom or
Right.
something. That would have been cool.
I agree.
And I hate the leader.
yeah, I thought he was really.
I
Or his
love the
plot
original.
was leaked.
I loved his original design,
Everyone
Yeah.
did, yeah. I can't
and I
deny
don't
that.
understand why they changed it.
That was pretty
Because
stupid.
they wanted to make it more. Because after the MODOK, but it's like, listen, you messed up MODOK because that didn't really. That was just a really bad big CGI head. You could have easily used prosthetics on this.
Yeah, I mean, MODOK of itself was going to look goofy regardless.
Yes.
There's no going around it. MODOK looks goofy
Here's the
to
thing.
begin with.
I feel like if that would have took more time on that CGI in Quantumania, MODOK would have looked 10 times better.
Yeah. They
Better,
rushed it.
but still kind of like giant floating head.
But you have to
like,
remember, Marvel kept switching dates on
every
Quantumania, the Marvels, and Captain
Mhm.
America was the big time they kept switching dates. Because remember, Brave New World was supposed to come out, 2023?
yeah.
I think so, yeah.
2023 Valentine's Day. Then it got pushed back to July. Then Deadpool and Wolverine took that spot of
Mhm.
2024. Then it got pushed back to 2025. So Brave New World was kind of... It's a movie they didn't know what they wanted to do with at the end of the day.
And I think it comes down to
Yeah.
this. There was no connection with anything with it too.
I mean, connection in the sense of to other movies, or
Yeah, to other movies, really. Honestly.
I mean, we connected very clearly to the Eternals, which everyone was complaining that there was no connection to. Now
And
there
they still
is.
kind of rushed
But they
through
didn't
that.
do anything with it. Here's the hand.
All right, cool, bye.
Yeah, bye.
It's how we get adamantium in this universe. Cool,
But it
Which-
still
what-
didn't explain...
How cool.
Yeah.
How cool would it have been if there was a fight scene on the giant hand, on the giant head?
I
Maybe.
honestly thought...
there might still be.
Here's what I thought could have happened. If they didn't show him hulking out at the end,
Mhm.
he could have hulked out in the ocean, started fighting Sam on the hand.
That'd been kind of cool.
Yeah.
They think oh yeah, we stopped Japan and US from going at it. Hey, what's that on the sub? Bam.
Right. See, that would have been kind of cool. Yeah.
What I was really hoping for, and when I was hearing first rumors, maybe first draft rumors, I was hearing it was going to be a bunch of different groups fighting on
Yeah,
the island, and I think that would have been cool
that'd been really cool. That would
rather than Japan's upset with us.
Oh my! I had so many fucking issues with that whole plot line. It was all right. It was first. Yeah, we have Japan on board. Never mind. Oh, now they're back up. Never mind. What? This is so.
Now they're back on board. I mean, it's just
Welcome to the world of politics, where the points don't matter. And
Yeah, but
nothing
even
makes
if so,
sense.
it was them first blaming, going, "Oh, thank you, brought us back our adamantium, right? No, we know you stole it from." Okay, though, when he said that to President Ross, he should have realized how dumb that sounded.
Yeah.
And even President Ross, why would I hire my men to steal adamantium from you?
Yeah,
the plan was not a smart plan. To me, I was expecting, when you think of the leader, I'm thinking a man who's brilliant and a man who has that evil mustache villainy, he should be coming in there floating, with some new mechanical machine he built in a lab. To me, that's the leader, not I have seen everything and I know how this is going to come. And yet, it's still failed.
I need to talk about fucking that.
And let's talk about the freaking post-credit
There's
scene.
gonna be a language barrier. I'm sorry, I can't fucking handle. All right, we're sitting there watching the movie. We get to it. Here's the thing: it had already leaked online, so I
Yeah.
had already seen it. I tell him, I texted you first. I go, it's bad. I go, you can tell this was reshot and rewritten and
Yeah.
all that. He goes, I don't want to hear. I go, just know it's bad. It's okay. It's really not that bad. right when I saw, like, I thought it looked kind of dumb because it was a cam rip, but even watching it, it
Yeah.
looked bad. I'm like, what are we doing here?
That was my. You were talking about the flat last scene where
Yeah, where
when
he's
they're in
like-
the fight.
I have seen all the world's other heroes. I'm like, and then the director's
Oh,
like,
we're talking about that scene.
yeah, yeah. And then the director's like, yeah, we were teasing the Illuminati. Are you out of your fucking mind? When is that the Illuminati? Please, for the love of Christ.
Yeah, I don't think that really lines up with the Illuminati.
Sorry, Darkseid. You're too top heavy.
That was a horrible post-credit scene.
my
I tell people to not even waste their
That
time.
was so bad.
And I mean, like there was a
Holy
wasted opportunity there. Like this is my problem with the movie. It was a wasted opportunity. That post credit scene should have been, "Hey Hulk, who do we have? I want to restart the
Oh,
Avengers."
Right.
That to me would have been.
Speaking of Hulk, you want to know what I told him the day that came out? The
What?
director, hey, yeah, I wanted to use the Hulk. Who said no? Who at Marvel Studios, if it was Feige, said no? I'm sorry, he needs to go now.
Well, here's the thing. That
I'm
they
sorry.
might have to say no for a reason, because the Hulk, maybe at the time, was not owned by Disney.
But you could still go to Universal and throw them some money. I guarantee you, Universal hasn't done a movie. Isn't that their contract? Is they got to do a movie too?
I don't know the whole contract, but I mean that could have been an issue.
Adam's now. I never told Adam this until right now. I told him a few minutes like before you guys came about that. Adam's face.
Breathe through your
Just says
nose.
it all.
But talking about the Hulk, the thing that really upset me, and I went, it would have been a really good scene.
Hmm.
Thunderbolt Ross going up to the Hulk and saying, "I'm sorry."
You want to know what I told him after we saw it? I said, here's what would have been a cool plot. You could include She-Hulk, and I'm going to tell you how you could include She-Hulk.
Well, She-Hulk.
Yeah, She-Hulk. Well, yeah, she still could have fit in. But if you really wanted to put her into the plot and actually write her in, hey, Isaiah wasn't in full control. He has rights. He's technically a super soldier. We need a super lawyer. Here comes in Jennifer Walters.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on trial against Thaddeus, another guy who tried to kill my cousin. All right, cool. Now it's all connecting back.
Yeah.
From She-Hulk to Incredible Hulk, now to here.
Yeah.
That's how you could have easily
I'd been
connected
okay with
all
that.
these and wrapped
Yeah.
them up.
Yeah.
But you gave us a movie. You didn't even answer any questions. If anything, you gave us more questions. I'm hearing we're supposed to get Doom now in the Fantastic Four. Whether that's true or not, I don't fucking know anymore. Because you had the perfect opportunity to introduce Latveria in Wakanda Forever.
100%. I thought that was.
And
the
you had an
original.
opportunity to
And-
show it here.
And they cut it. Oh, it would have taken away from T'Challa.
I mean,
To be fair, it would.
To
That
be
would've.
fair, yeah, but it would have got everyone talking going, now that Varia's in the MCU.
Yeah.
Wakanda is going to struggle off this.
To me, that should have been the post-credit scene for
Yeah.
Black Panther. It's just here's a man, mask, throne.
That's
you
what it was
zoom-
going to be.
See, that
was
to me
gonna
doesn't
be-
bother me.
It was
You
going to
say
be that lady on the boat. She would have survived.
Mhm.
I think her name was like Lake Bell or something. She voices
Yeah.
Black Widow and whatever.
yeah.
She would have survived and she would have goes, oh, I have the buyer for the vibranium.
Mhm.
And it would have just been Doom sitting on the throne just going, that's what it was supposed to be. And I'm like, I get it would have taken away. But even then
I don't
again,
think it would, and I'm going to tell you the reason
But
why.
then again, you still kind of rushed through the whole funeral of T'Challa.
Yeah.
You went, all right, we're doing the funeral. All right, here's Namor. All right, here's another funeral. All right,
I-
we're back to Namor.
I
It's
mean-
like, oh my god.
With that movie, I felt like they really just smashed in like this extra the plot.
And here's the
with
thing,
the funeral.
I-
Understandable because but
I've seen people on Twitter try to say it's one of the best movies of the multiverse saga. I'm like, compared to the first one, no. Maybe as a standalone movie,
it was okay. I
but
liked. I mean,
in the
I
entire
wouldn't call
phase
it
4,
bad, but I wouldn't call it like.
no, the best one is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah,
best show.
that's about to change.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, yeah.
Very happy.
Yeah, from
Even though I don't believe it exists yet.
Todd still needs to see the.
They pushed that show back so many times, and there's been so many reshoots that I believe that Daredevil does not exist.
Yeah, we'll save that for the end. We'll save that for the end. We'll get back to DC. It was just the Brave New World. All right, Adam, did you want to say anything? Or are you just all pissed off?
Yeah, look,
You can do it, sweetheart.
thank you.
Use your words.
A Brave New World was it's an okay movie. That's all it is. It's an okay movie. It's a sequel to The Incredible Hulk. That's like 13 years old. You gotta have the Hulk. I'm sorry, you gotta have the Hulk.
You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Some of the reviews, people in our Facebook group are giving it a 9. I'm like,
My
there is no way this movie's a fucking 9. What movie did you watch compared to me? I was like,
I will give
people are high watching.
I
this.
will
Understandable.
shock you guys all right now. My dad loved it.
Well, your dad likes the older.
My dad loved this Captain America, and he thinks Sam's gonna be great. He's gonna be great.
I think he's
Yeah.
a great Captain America. I think he was the best part of this
the
movie.
But
Outside
everything
of-
else around him,
Yeah.
Yes.
it didn't feel like a Captain America.
So
Yeah.
yes, okay. So I'm gonna go back to this, and if someone comments, I know who it is. So it's a Captain America movie. Then it's a Hulk movie. Then it's a Captain America movie.
Then it's Eternals.
Then fuck Eternals. It's not an Eternals movie. Captain America, Hulk, Captain America, Hulk. Great, awesome, cool. It's Captain America. It's supposed to be Captain America. Sam is one of the best parts of the movie. The leader. Red Hulk, Harrison Ford's performance. Great job, you did great. I'm sorry, but when he raged out, I couldn't stop laughing in the movie.
Oh yeah, that scene was so hilarious to me. I don't know why.
And then when he transformed back into himself,
I got the comments pulled up here.
I laughed my butt off again. Like, this was horrible.
Okay,
But it's Harrison Ford. I'm
I
not gonna
have issues with that fight.
It's
Okay.
too
As much
quick.
as it is a good fight,
It's too quick.
too quick.
Yeah.
There was some stuff where I'm sitting there going, Sam could not take half of these shots. And I get their use.
vibranium.
No. There's one scene in particular. I don't care if it's vibranium. I don't care if it's a comic book movie. He is not stopping a full force pull getting swung at him.
Oh, oh yeah.
You're telling me people are like, oh, the vibranium is weaved within the gloves. I'm like, that's not how that works, though.
Okay, now follow that up with Batman taking a shot like that.
He still doesn't. He gets thrown back.
I mean, his back was broken.
It's true.
Like, I'm sorry. I get you're using the Red Wing jetpack to stop it, but you're still taking that hit.
Yeah.
And also, it's a Hulk.
Yeah.
It's a Hulk. I know.
You're
Yeah.
telling me he's so winding it up like a baseball bat. Boom, ding. It doesn't move. You don't see any impact on of it glowing. It's vibranium. Make that make sense, please, for the love of God. That
Force
bothered
field.
me.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
And then
Yes. We talked about the bad CGI right after that.
You talking about this? You talking about this
oh
scene?
my God, that was so bad.
You talking about this scene where you can actually see the green screen?
It was pretty bad.
Oh, she said, "Careful what you say, Chevalier. I was able to shut you up in that theater when you started your rant." Well, here's the thing. He's in my basement. We're not at a theater anymore, woman.
We're supposed to have the Hulk. What the fuck?
Yeah, let it out. You get
See, the
I can't wait for
the movie
Daredevil.
did not make me mad.
too.
now.
too.
As we're talking about the state of Marvel Studios.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. This is what I was going to say.
hold on.
I'm going to say this
I'm
because
sorry.
this is the best, because this was the best project of the MCU so far. It's animation. Fucking Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is one of the best
Oh yeah.
things
Yeah,
I've ever
that was
watched.
good.
But back to Captain America. I,
John goes, "Let it out, buddy." Everyone's just letting it.
I got the comments pulled up here, by the way.
But
Yeah, real quick.
we were supposed to have the Hulk, versus Red Hulk, and we couldn't use him.
For those who have just gone deaf due to Adam's rant, we apologize. We are not legally liable for that.
Hell yeah, man.
What the hell, man? Like,
Oh, yeah.
seriously. This movie was supposed to have multiple heroes at one point. Fuck,
Yeah.
Moon Knight was supposed to be in this movie at one point. Then didn't. This movie,
Someone take his code.
it's gone. It's done.
He drank
Just
it all.
Why?
Shotgunned it.
Why?
All right.
Okay, I'm ready to talk about DC.
Yeah,
but
all right, all right.
why?
So, state of Marvel Studios. you have your weird misses, you have your hits. But right now in this whole multiverse saga, there's more misses, I think, than there is
Yeah.
hits. And it's showing. Now, let's go over to DC Studios about their state. When everyone was going, what's DC doing? What are we up to? What's their plan? We don't know their plan. Their plan is just anything.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Their plan is my favorite Moon Knight quote. Random bullshit, go!
But it doesn't feel like it's random bullshit.
It feels like random. It
bullshit.
feels like random.
Here's the thing. Here, I'll pull up the list.
You're making a Clayface movie before a Batman movie.
Yeah,
and it's
that's-
random
that's
bullshit.
random
I'm sorry.
bullshit.
And
like,
Okay.
And the Authority.
But here's the thing.
no, the Authority didn't bother me.
But here's the thing about Clayface. It's Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. So we have Superman coming out this year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have Peacemaker season 2 coming out this year.
Yeah.
Supergirl's already almost done filming.
which is crazy to
And
think
no
that.
leaks.
Yeah.
Because someone asked Gunn, are we going to get the first look at Lobo? He said, well, we're not filming outside. So no. Same thing with Lanterns. Lantern started. No first image, but we're going to get that. He's
Yeah.
been sending the emails and he's been doing the pictures and all
You-
that.
You're going to see some images from that show.
Yeah. You're going to see it.
I hope they keep Lobo hush hush as long as they can.
Yeah.
They'll people will see Lobo at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
where
he said CinemaCon, they're going to double down on half this stuff
Yeah.
and kind of go into more
And he's
detail.
not going to San Diego.
He could go to New York again.
Yeah.
So are they just going to let Marvel Studios have San Diego and then DC Studios take over New York?
Well, yes, I like that idea because New York Comic Con, it's big, but it's not as big as San Diego because Marvel Studios took over that whole thing. And at one point, Warner Brothers and Marvel Studios were fighting always on Saturday. So the idea of, okay, New York Comic Con is where we're going to get all the DC news. San Diego Comic Con and D23 is where we're going to get all the Marvel news. I like that split. If that is what it is, awesome.
But yeah, those are your first two projects. We got Creature Commandos.
Yep.
I liked it.
Loved it.
I loved it.
It was good. I liked it.
So we're that
You only
season.
liked it?
Yeah, you only liked it? Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I need to know.
We can call it down the middle for what it is. I mean, we could call it
I've
Oh,
had this
for what it is.
Call it for what it is.
I mean, it's literally the Suicide Squad Part 2.
Yes.
That's it. It's just literally, hey, it's Suicide Squad again.
But we got Pimp
But
Dr.
better.
Phosphorus.
GI Robot.
Yay.
GI Robot.
Hey man, aren't you
Yay.
surprised the green glowing skeleton took over Gotham for a week with no mob experience whatsoever? And then got captured by
mean-
Batman?
Which I still want to know how he did it.
That's all I want. I just want like
A
one
fuckload
short.
of water.
I
I'm
want a
calling it.
comic, actually.
Yeah, comic would be awesome.
A comic.
Well, we're supposed to be getting some comics.
Yeah.
Allegedly, that was in his plan, but he might have just ditched the comic idea,
Mm.
which I don't blame.
Yeah.
So yeah, season 2 now. He's
Yeah.
writing it or
Yeah.
gonna start that soon. He's writing a secret project no one knows about. Do you think it's World's Finest?
I think it's world's finest. Hear me out.
The rumor is it's actually Batman.
Do you think
I've-
he's writing the Brave and the Bold?
I could see it.
Or
I-
do you think we're gonna get Superman? We're gonna get World's Finest, and then we're gonna get Brave and Bold.
I don't see that happening.
but
I'm going to tell you the reason why, and I'll let Adam speak.
Yeah.
They did that before,
and
Yeah, it's
and
Batman
you
vs
can-
Superman.
and
But
it failed. And I don't care if it's James Gunn or not. Introduce your Batman first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your
Um,
Ted pulls up there already.
I do think it's world's finest because the way James Gunn talks about Batman and the way he talks about Superman is those are the two main focus. And besides Wonder Woman, those are the two main focuses.
we'll get to that.
but what I'm thinking is that okay, the thing that Batman versus Superman did wrong, James Gunn might be able to do right, which is this is a universe where maybe Superman and Batman have already been connected. They've met each other and
Yeah.
they've been friends.
Hmm.
Take the Mark Wade runs.
Why would we get World's Finest before Batman? So I was just throwing that out there. Just maybe that's a secret project.
But the secret project I do think is world's finest, or it's Justice League, or it is Batman. It could be a secret Batman
It
project.
could, I'm thinking it's either going to be the big crossover,
Mhm.
the Marvel style movie that he said, at the very end, or he's going obscure.
Which
I could see him going obscure.
Obscure again.
Like,
But here's the thing, though.
and when I mean obscure, I'm talking.
Obscure's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
It
why.
can be
I'm gonna
good.
tell you why. In a comic movie universe, you want that comic book feeling. You want
You-
that. How he
okay.
keeps saying you want that fantasy element.
Mhm.
That's where the DCE was lacking heavily.
I
They focused on too much
Mhm.
ground and gritty. They weren't
Yeah.
afraid to get comedic and have fun. It
True.
took almost Aquaman and Shazam to bring that fun.
Yeah.
mhm.
Wonder
Just
Woman had some
kinda
fun.
Alienated it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder Woman was fun. Still a good movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love the first Shazam. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Aquaman, the first movie, is really good. It's really fun. Blue Beetle, very fun.
Sorry.
What am I missing? What a Birds of Prey, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
It was a fun one.
It was fun. I think it could have been done a lot better.
Flash
but-
had some humor and was just fun.
Yeah.
You want
Was there humor? Yes.
you want fun,
But not in the
these
places
movies.
we wanted there to be humor.
You want your comic movie to feel like, and I feel like
Mhm.
he was always, when I first heard he was taking over, I literally said yes, because again, I always restate this to people. He got people to watch a movie about a talking tree or a talking raccoon in a tree.
Correct.
It was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mhm.
No one knew who they were. He came and made it stylish, gave it his
Mhm.
flair. He's gonna do that with Superman. Whether Superman has the comedy of Guardians, which probably not, it will have humor. It's not
Maybe
gonna
some
dive
levity,
into that.
but,
Yeah.
It's not gonna dive into that, like slapstick Guardians humor.
It's gonna have some levity, but not overpowering.
It's gonna have, for Daily Planet, it might have office humor.
Maybe, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Is it's gonna be like office humor, like dumb Superman humor, like like Miss Lane, not like that.
So, yeah, but again, you can do obscure, but don't go like obscure, because then it's going to be like, well, why do I?
Well,
need
I don't think it is.
We're also talking about a comic book company that has a rabbit that's Superman,
and how and where is that rabbit now?
a toy.
kind of dead.
A squirrel that's a Green Lantern.
Well, it depends. Every time there's a crisis event, he dies.
Dead.
Talking chimp.
You talk about Detective Chimp? How many projects you've seen of him?
Well, we
Two.
don't know.
Exactly.
We can
Well,
get
third.
him in the DCU.
I would like to see
He
Detective
could
Chimp.
pop up in Brave and the Bold.
I would be okay with it. But with that being said, don't just start greenlighting all these projects about
But
characters.
No,
that people are
that's,
like,
he's not
who
greenlighting
is
that,
this?
though. That's the
Okay.
difference. Is
But
he's
he-
not.
But he really isn't.
That's where I'm gonna get to Clayface. Is you have Mike Flanagan. You
Mhm.
sit down with Mike Flanagan. I don't know too much about Mike Flanagan's stuff.
Mhm.
I know people love his stuff.
Mhm.
I know what has he done. He's done is it Midnight Mass, Haunting of Bly Manor, like all the
Mhm.
haunting stuff on
Yeah.
Netflix. And he also did Doctor Sleep, which I heard was actually written.
Doctor Sleep is good.
I haven't seen it. It's one I want to sit down and watch. I own it. I do want to watch it, but I should watch The Shining first and then watch it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've still never
yes.
seen The Shining. Yeah, Shining.
Okay.
Anyway. But you bring Mike Flanagan in. You already know he's a horror guy. All right, what are you gonna pitch for me? Clayface. Well, we didn't have Clayface in mind. Tell me your pitch. Do you have a script? Okay, we'll give you a low budget. We'll make it a horror, like The Substance. 40 million. All you gotta do is make 100 million.
Yeah.
Cheap horror makes money.
If you think about it, think of
Hey, James Gunn, we have ideas.
It literally that's why he approved Clayface. One, the script was already written. Mike Flanagan. You can't
Yeah.
force a character on any creator they don't want to do.
I agree.
And
You
this
want
was
the
Mike
passion.
Flanagan coming to him going,
Mhm.
I want to do this.
if you rewatch, because I was rewatching animated series, we were watching Feet of Clay over last week. There's a moment with Basil Karloff or Matt Hagen, sorry, where the mob literally dumps this stuff in his mouth. It
Mhm.
cuts away. You can't because it's a kid's show.
Mhm.
But imagine it seeing that kind of stuff. There is a horror aspect and a tragedy to Clayface, which could work. My thing is because this is a DC Studios project. We gotta see something at the end,
Yeah.
like it. We gotta see like this setup for like maybe how it led to Creature Commandos or after Creature Commandos of how everything or he came back to Gotham,
Mhm.
This is the kind of stuff that I think it will work. It's all about James Gunn's vision of, okay, how are we able to get Clayface into this universe of, okay, here's the path. There is no connection, which is nice. You don't have to watch everything, which is going to be one of the best things
And that's
about
where
DC.
it's already different compared to Marvel Studios. when we were talking about Brave
Mhm.
New World. Oh, it's connected back to the Incredible Hulk. The how many year old movie now at this point?
And
And we watched it the other day, and how bored were we getting?
Talking about the Incredible Hulk. I mean, at the beginning was a little slow, but I mean, it's been a while since I watched it.
But-
I was entertained.
but talking about Brave New World
Mhm.
and talking about what James Gunn has said, I think Brave New World, the script was garbage.
Yeah.
Why was that pushed through? And here's James Gunn going, I'm only going to greenlight if I like it
Yeah.
or if it's good. Like, he
must
doesn't have
really
to.
liked Clayface.
Yeah.
He saw potential in it.
Yeah.
And that's where, again, you have the Marvel issue. They're just greenlighting stuff with no scripts.
Yeah.
Look at Blade.
Look at Doomsday. There's no
That-
script.
It's starting filming in April now.
I mean, I'm sure there is a script.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's not like a.
Is it a locked-in script now?
Yeah.
That's the
There's not
question.
a lot
We
in
don't
script.
know.
Because here's the thing.
That's the wonderful part. We don't
I mean,
know.
to be fair, I am going to say this. You're somewhat right. I am going to say this. When it comes to the news on the internet, even if it's from a reliable source, they are wrong.
I mean, it's Marvel's been doing this for
I mean,
almost
how many-
20 years now.
How many times has we heard, oh, the budget for Captain America was $300 million, and now all of a sudden we're hearing it's $880 million.
Yeah.
We really don't.
I
No.
don't still believe it's 180 million. There's
I can see
no
it being 200. I can see it. I can see them lowballing it, but I can also see in it's
Really-
not 300 million, but I can still see it being high.
Yeah. The other thing is too, Blade was the reason.
Yeah.
Nova stuck in development hell for some weird reason because I guess they wanted to use Annihilus as a villain.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But Annihilus is big enough where you could do a movie.
You could do like I could
Him
see
in a
him being in
TV show.
Fantastic Four. Like,
Well, it could
that's
have been
who
a
I
right-
wanted to be.
Yeah.
It could have been a rights issue too because of
Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Now they just said they're going to do another special presentation, which is the Punisher.
Which is good.
Good. As you
Yeah,
should.
that's good.
But let's get back to DC
Yeah,
because
DC.
I want to talk about Clayface because there
Yeah.
is a rumor going on of who someone's
Yes.
playing Clayface.
Okay. Curious.
Boy who lived.
Daniel
Oh.
Radcliffe.
Oh,
Harry
okay.
Potter.
I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
He threw me off with that. Yeah, I was like, oh, fine.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he who must not be named.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Harry Potter.
And I still haven't watched it. And I know that quote. That must hurt you.
No.
I still photos of you at Harry Potter.
Literally,
I wasn't
when-
watching. I was looking at the wall. Literally doing this.
Yes, I was watching.
What do you think? What do you think of Daniel Radcliffe as Clayface?
One, Danny Radcliffe doesn't probably cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's fine. But then again, the source is Jeff Snyder, and everything
Yeah.
he says is bullshit half the time because he gets mad when nothing he says is right. And he's like, even when all the DC studio news came out, he's like, well, that was a nothing burger. It's like, no, you were called out multiple times about that your stuff was wrong. And now you want to be better and try and ruin
Yeah.
everyone's fun. So now the thing with him is he likes to try and leak stuff out early, like a few days before it's actually leaked out. But it doesn't play in his favor. And then he gets
Yeah.
all like whiny and bitchy, going like, "Oh, this is why Gunn doesn't invite me to the press screening." It's like, no, you're a freak who asked the weirdest question at the press screening. He asked, "Hey, if the actor for Lois Lane has an abortion, is she gonna be in the movie?" You could see why he's not invited to places. Because I guess there's a law, something in Atlanta, like it's the board, you have to go get it. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And he asked that, and Gunn's like, I don't know. Like,
Why
what
does
is
it
this
matter?
Yeah, why does
Like,
it matter?
why are you asking this question? Why do you care?
Yeah, it's
But
yeah,
yeah.
Jeff Snyder's kind of
But I mean, like I said, this is a huge, this is a rumor.
yeah, it's a big.
Take it with a grain of salt type deal. But what do you think of it?
I could be okay with it. I mean, I know that he did a Swiss Army Man, which I know that looked pretty good. I have yet to watch it, but from what
Yeah.
I saw, it looked really good. So I think that he could definitely do like these roles where he can kind of transform himself and
Mhm.
kind of like really convey the emotion through physicality. Obviously, with him being a giant, thing of clay, I'd be okay with it. I would like to again see like when I hear like, oh my god, it's me, Daniel Radcliffe. I'm like, okay, but I want to see Daniel Radcliffe as the character before I start going like, yeah, I like that, or I don't know. Because if you would have came up to me and said, oh yeah, like Jason Momoa is playing Aquaman, I'd been like, that's big change. Okay, I can kind of see it. Then I saw him with the whole Unite the Seven. I'm like, yep.
what I'm really hoping that they're going to do with it, if this rumor is true,
Mhm.
and I know this is going to sound really weird, I'm hoping they kind of like adopt Baby Doll,
Okay.
that character where she couldn't grow up. Because here's Danny Radcliffe, who do we think of? when
Harry
we think-
Potter and the Changing Clay.
You know, we think of him as Harry Potter, and we don't see him as anything else.
True.
So here's, big Hollywood star. His film career is now down the toilet because there's no more of his films, no more of his characters. So what does he do? He has to go to the mob because he,
Mhm.
what is he going to do? Or, he puts on this makeup type deal to try to, get new roles. I think that would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what he's kind of like, I mean, yeah, he has done other things. He's done
Yeah.
Victor Frankenstein. He's played Weird Al.
Yeah.
True.
Which I think was really good.
I
I
really
still
good,
have not
yeah.
seen that movie.
It
really
is.
good.
It's
I
really
like
good.
That's what
I was surprised how much I liked it.
Yeah.
Not saying that I wouldn't like it, but I was like, wow, that was
I
really
need to
actually-
hear Adam's opinion on Harry Potter and
And then I want to get to the next project because I'm super excited now. It's finally confirmed.
I like this casting, and I agree with Todd 100%. I would like it to be all posters of him through his career, kind of like basically like Harry Potter.
Mhm.
The idea of going to Roland Daggett, asking, I need help, and I want to see an accident. I want to see a car accident. I want to see the thing that messed up his face, why he can no longer get a role anymore. Because that would be really kind of cool is, okay, you went through this accident. Here's Roland Daggett giving this thing, like, I can help you save. So, yeah. I think it's going to be a cool idea just in general.
all right.
All right. The next project that is finally officially announced that we know is getting a screenplay is the one, the only, everyone grew up on it in 2003. It's one of the beloved cartoon by favorites. I'm finally, I've been hearing so many rumors about this one. And
Swamp Thing?
No, that's after James Mangold does whatever it was. But we'll get to that one. The Teen Titans are finally coming to the big screen in a full-blown live-action movie.
About time.
I don't know how I feel about this. It's one of those things where
But here's the question, though: is it going to be that 2003 team, or is it going to be Damien's Teen Titans and him
I
being
think
a
it's
little
going to be.
shit?
I think it's going to be the
The rebirth
2003 team.
Thank God. Yeah, Damien being a little shit, be kind of like.
Because
I-
I think
Go is
people-
good. Go isn't bad.
I think people.
Hold on a minute here. We can't just let him slide over with, Go is good. No.
Go is good,
No,
actually.
Go is fine.
No,
Like,
Okay.
No, it's not.
I'm going to flat say this about Teen Titans Go.
All right.
1, it got me hooked with a DuckTales joke. 2, they crossed over with the Ninja Turtles. 3, the whole Joker joke when they're trying to break into the Joker hideout. Weird Al Yankovic as
Darkseid.
Darkseid. They
Right.
team up with Beetlejuice and Freakazoid.
So it's Reddit.
Yes,
Okay.
Or
and the Powerpuff Girls.
and the Warner Brother 100th episode.
the 100th episodes.
Oh, yeah, with
Where
all
they,
the
where they don't let Daffy in, but every other character gets in.
It has charm, but when you compare
Brain
it,
rot. It's not that bad.
this is how I always tell people. I think it is for every one good episode. Okay, and when they do a great episode, because usually that one good episode is usually a really great episode.
Mhm.
There's at least 5 shit episodes.
correct.
and here's
But
the-
I think the good episode is so worth it.
I think the movie is one of the best things
Yeah.
they've done because the movie gets so funny.
The movie is. I have seen the movie.
Like
The
if you,
movie
like,
is
all right,
good.
Nicolas Cage is Superman.
Yeah.
That was funny. Jimmy Kimmel's Batman.
Yeah.
Little Yachty has John Stewart Green
That was really
Lantern.
funny. And then
Stan Lee appears.
Yeah.
Right.
And we can't forget the best joke in that whole movie.
Lion King joke? Oh no,
No.
Robin.
Robin giving the Waynes the pearls and pushing them into the alleyway.
I'm telling you, the movie is great. And
The
also,
movie-
we
the
got
movie
Will
has
Arnett as
charm.
Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Do you
Deadpool.
know- Oh yeah, Deadpool. Sorry, Slade.
Slade.
Like,
Slade.
and then we also got a Shia LaBeouf joke.
That's true.
Hey guys, it's me, Shia LaBeouf.
But-
Oh, get him! They're still beating the shit out of him.
back to the Titans. I think it's going to be the 2003 for two reasons. Okay,
Yeah.
one is he wants to get people like me into that theater. So
Yeah.
the team that I grew up with. Two, we want to see Grayson on the screen, and we
Yeah.
want to see
Yeah.
Grayson as big boy, can take on the world, can lead the team, kick some butt. You
Yeah.
can't really get that with Damien because Damien's a little shit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's how they described him in the press event was, hey, he's a little firecracker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's how I generally look at it. I'd be very shocked if it is Damien, but again, we don't know.
We don't know where it's connecting. We don't know when it's taking
And
place.
apparently, he pretty much says that the dynamic duo is somewhat connected to,
I'm all right.
which kind of like I'm a little bit
Yeah,
concerned
we can talk
about.
about dynamic duo too because it's in the same vein.
Yeah.
I'm excited because the concept
Yeah,
of what it is sounds so fucking out.
I
insane.
love the idea. I just really wish it's an Elseworld story, and he's kind of saying it's not, and I'm like,
I think it's with them testing because they said they're gonna do. I think was it 2 live action movies a year?
yeah,
Yeah, 2 live action, 2
2 animated
movies.
movies. No,
No.
was it 1 animated movie?
one animated movie, 2 animated shows,
Yeah.
and I think 2 shows.
Hold on,
And
let me pull it
That's fine. And now people
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, Marvel did the same thing," and people got mad. It's like, well, DC's never done anything like this.
Okay, so here's the difference between Marvel and DC. Marvel decided we're just going to
Yeah.
There was a lot of content being
Like,
pushed out.
yeah.
pushed out at
Because the Disney Plus J.
yeah,
because
know,
Tech
Bob,
mandate.
because of Bob Chip.
Yep. And your cartoons, people were upset because you canceled Spectacular Spider-Man for Ultimate Spider-Man. You canceled Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes for whatever the hell Avengers
Assemble.
Assembled. Yeah. So it's just like there's a problem here. It's like we're gonna get a spin-off of My Adventures with Superman. We're getting C-list heroes that we love, like Starfire, getting its own show. Creature Commandos is getting a season 2. We're excited.
Which
about
I feel like
this.
that show is going to be ongoing.
Yeah.
That show is the one that you can give multiple seasons.
Yeah.
And
and
Yeah.
you can end it anytime you want. Like,
I think Starfire. I think the Starfire series. If there's gonna be like a small little connection, I think Starfire series.
was it Dynamic Duo? They
Yeah.
just had someone
Ah.
visit Swaybox.
Yeah.
They had the team who's doing the puppets,
Hmm.
and they blocked out what they were looking at. I forgot who was it. The creator was looking at, and he was just smiling. And again, if the creator of a character is looking and smiling, that's you're doing something
Yeah.
right.
but my problem is just essentially it's just it's a puppet,
Yeah.
and it's just like
that's
and as excited I am to see this movie, it's just
it's a bold
Superman. Superman is not a puppet.
Yeah.
Now, could this be told in a flashback?
Yes,
That's why they're doing it as puppets.
that would be interesting.
Because guess what? We don't have actors yet for Jason Todd and Dick Grayson.
Or better
So
yet,
that's how you sub them out for right
better
now.
yet, your villain, Abracadabra,
That'd be okay.
and you adapt that episode of the Teen Titans where they're all puppets.
See, if that was the case, then I'd be like, all
Uh-huh.
right, that's
But
fine.
here's the thing.
But
He's doing Jason Todd. And I immediately told you the one thing I want to see out of this movie. I don't care if it's a second. I don't care if it's a joke. I need there to be a Muppets DC edition. I need to see a puppet Joker
Yep.
with a crowbar beating the ever loving shit out of Jason Todd, but it's not blood, it's stuffing flying.
Yeah.
I need to see that, and that would be the funniest thing I would ever see. And I'd be like, I'm not asking for anything else in this movie. I got what I want.
James Gunn, you won.
Basically, and I know it'd be something stupid like that because it is going to be a kids movie.
Yeah.
And you can get away with that.
That's what I actually think the whole puppet scene is. That whole puppet moment's gonna be for Jason Todd, because you can't because if you animate it, kids are gonna go parents are gonna go but if you do it with puppets, it'd be kind of fun.
And again, it could
Yeah.
just be
Imagine
or
the-
just the Joker telling the story.
okay. I mean, if
Now,
that's what
now
they-
this is working for me now.
if
Yeah,
they do it like
you can-
that, that's fine. But when they came out and said, "Hey guys, we're gonna do a Jason Todd and Dick Grayson movie," everyone goes, "Yay!" And they go, "But you know what you really want? What you really, really, really want? Puppets." And people are like,
I was actually
Not what I
on board
wanted.
with it when first
I
saw it.
was on board for it.
I said, you know what?
"Uh,
You're doing something different. It's probably going to be, again, it's low budget. So even if you do take a loss on it, you're not losing a whole lot of money.
I mean,
The budget could just be 20 million.
Let's
Yeah.
make Robbie Williams a giant chimpanzee.
And
Let's
look
do a
how-
Lego Pharrell movie. It's like,
Well,
but
Robbie
why?
Williams is because we don't know him. That's a whole.
But I
big
mean, like the,
difference.
the thing that people need to understand too is it's like until we see what Man of Steel or not Man of Steel, see what
Superman.
Superman's gonna do,
Yeah.
all these budgets are gonna be small
Yeah, and that's what he's doing. He's aiming for small budget.
because
Which is
he has to prove to Warner Brothers that this is still a viable product.
And that's where I'm hearing one of the bigger movies that he wants the big budget on is The Authority.
Yeah.
I heard he wanted 150 million. Zaslav kind of went, okay, you want it to be rated R, but you wanted 150 million.
I want the Authority to be rated R.
Yeah, have you not read the book?
Oh.
Dude, it's fucking.
Yeah.
It's the boys on fucking steroids, even worse.
I like the idea of the Authority to be animated.
Yeah, that's what they
I-
were talking about.
I don't want to see a live action Authority. I want to get to know them animated first, and then I like to see them live action.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about was, hey, what if we can spend 20 million, do a 2-hour animated film.
That's better.
Then he
or-
also said a show.
yes,
They could adapt into a Max series.
the show. So to do all these characters like the unknowns, the Creature Commandos worked as an animated series. Now I could want to see him live action or see a movie.
Yeah.
The Authority is the same
Well,
way.
you might see one in live action.
But we're gonna see Rick Flag
Or
for
see
sure.
Rick Flag.
Yeah.
Senior.
Well, in Sergeant Rock,
Mm-hmm. Let's talk.
I'm really disappointed with the news.
you're gonna see maybe GI Robot in live action.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's where that movie is gonna get carried is the GI Robot.
yeah.
which is awesome.
And again, this comes back to you don't have to watch everything.
Mhm.
And he even said, him and Peter Safran, we don't want the viewers to feel like they have to do homework to watch everything.
Mhm.
But if you watch everything that's in the DCU,
Mhm.
it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
And you're gonna love the surprise. So like, imagine, let's say for some reason Kyle just didn't tune into Creature Commandos. You can go see Sergeant Rock.
Yeah.
Hey, there's this guy GI Robot. Well, he was in this other show I heard about. Now I go watch it. That's why he's
Yeah.
here. Okay. So it'd be like the little payoffs going, okay,
Yeah.
I've seen this character before. That's where I honestly think it's a great idea that you're showing a Green Lantern and Superman.
Yeah.
It being Guy Gardner and then him going, well, I'm getting Paige and I have to go back to Oa. I have to go meet up with Hal and John. We could see them in this movie.
Mhm.
They could show up in this movie. We don't know who's showing up. But here's the thing. It's not an ensemble movie. It's focusing on Superman, Lex Luthor, and Lois Lane.
This really think you guys, our group, our wonderful superhero HQ group. Okay,
Mhm.
some of these guys aren't going to watch everything, and they are going to ask so many questions, and they can just say to them, "You don't have to watch everything."
You don't have
which is going to be very nice for once to say
I'm-
that.
I'm the flat say I haven't watched everything with Marvel.
Ali,
I didn't watch Agatha.
I did.
I
okay.
tuned out after the.
episode 1, and that's about as far as I got.
Yeah.
I feel like I got everything I needed.
I mean, am I gonna watch Daredevil? I haven't decided on
Oh,
that
I
yet.
am.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Daredevil.
It's mostly I haven't finished the original stuff,
Yeah. I'll let you know
And-
how much connection
well,
there is.
Yeah.
like
and I heard there's not much, but you know,
I feel like there's like minimal. They're like, hey, you could, but like,
yeah.
softer.
Sergeant Rock. Yeah, you're disappointed by that. Me, I'm gonna give it benefit of the doubt because
Yeah.
Marvel Studios did a World War II. Captain America was their first World War II film.
hello.
DC Studios wants to do their World War II film, and how to do it? Sergeant Rock.
See, I'm excited for Sergeant Rock. Like I'm not like dissing it or anything. What I'm sad about is Daniel Craig is not being
Oh,
Sergeant
yeah.
Rock now.
And it also came out too that he was never attached, so that kind
Oh.
of made me feel. I heard they were looking at Jeremy Allen,
Oh, that'd be interesting.
and I said, okay, he's great in The Bear. He's great in a few other things. I should go watch the Iron Claw to see how
Yeah.
jacked he is.
He's jacked.
Do you know who would be really interesting in Sergeant Rock? And it would piss everyone off? Henry Cavill.
No,
Yeah, it
it
worked.
works.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It worked.
You could even no. Depends. Oh, my speakers are freaking out again. The static. I'm gonna have to unplug them and plug them back in. Hold on, give me a second. I might cut out the audio. I hear it's probably like fucked anyway.
Technical difficulties. Boom.
There we go. Better. Not hearing it, so we should be. But anyway, what was the other? You could maybe even do. Yeah, I really wanted to do it. You could ask Zac Efron
Well, that'd be
about
interesting.
Sergeant Rock.
I want someone little bit older.
Yeah.
What about this is one out of left field the more I think about it. But I'm just reminding
I'm thinking Seth Rogen in my mind.
not him. You could do Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Sam
Yeah,
Rockwell.
Because
I mean,
remember we saw what's the Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah.
He's one of the the German leaders.
What do you want out of a Sergeant Rock movie?
I want to be able to tell a World War II story in the DC universe.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, I've seen
Blame Lorenzo.
Marvel do a World War II story. I like World War II. I feel like anything you can really do, it's a fun backdrop for a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Because a lot went on in that history time period. I mean, we've seen they've done great movies like Pearl Harbor. They've redone it. Was Dunkirk? I've never seen
Dunkirk.
A few other movies and
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah, Inglourious Bastards, and a few other great films. But I feel like once you bring superheroes into the world of World War II, you can change how you can tell that story, but still keep it the grounded World War II setting with the few superheroes. Now, I was thinking about Sergeant Rock, and it got me thinking, because I know everyone's a little upset about, well, where's Wonder Woman?
There you go.
You could.
You could drop
yeah.
her in here, and guess what?
If I will
Well,
say it. Okay.
There's another animated movie and got me thinking about it. The Justice Society.
If they do that, I
Hey,
would see that movie.
We need help over here in the front line. Like, we're getting killed by Germany at the moment. Do we have anyone? You see an invisible jet come flying in.
Mhm.
Everyone's going to go ballistic.
I mean, I would be okay with that. Like, if that is what they go with for a Sergeant Rock movie, I would be like, okay, now I have a reason for me to say to somebody, this is why you need to see this movie.
And,
It makes sense now.
and you could also introduce another character with the silver hat.
Flash.
You could do Jay Garrick.
Okay.
You can bring more superheroes and let them play in this World War II.
Right. If that's what they end up doing, yeah.
Who else is the Justice? There's always rotating members on the
Right.
Justice
You
Society.
have Wildcat, you have Alan Scott.
Dr. Fate.
That's literally a
Yeah,
great
I'm,
Dr.
right there.
I'm still thinking for a Wildcat, because did he do the voice in Brave and the Bold? I still think Robert Patrick would be a solid choice, but
Right.
he's too old now.
Well, that's the whole
Yeah.
point of
Wildcat.
Wildcat, yeah.
He's supposed to be
But you
old.
have to get someone.
But yeah,
young.
you had to get someone young for.
Conor McGregor.
That would be interesting. I would
quick,
say
quick left.
I would say
Can you
I would,
imagine?
I would say no, but it'd be funny in the moment. But then
I
thinking
feel
about
like
it,
he
I'd
would
say
do it.
no.
Besides the Nazis, there goes our viewership right there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. World War II had Nazis. That's fucking spoiler alert.
Hey, that actually does ruin views on YouTube.
Yeah,
Saying that word.
Yahtzee.
Yeah. Let's see.
Who do you want the villain to be?
I have to really think about this because I'm not too familiar with Sergeant Rock comics, so I
Mhm.
was just
Well,
like,
he doesn't really have like a villain.
Easy
He,
money.
he usually just fights the Nazis.
Easy money. Vandal Savage. Next question.
I was thinking that
You-
too, but we've seen that. But we already seen that.
Yeah. I
here's
mean,
here's the thing. Oh God, I hope viewership and channel doesn't get this one. But whatever, we're live. You could make a phone call. He already played the character once, Jojo Rabbit.
Take it.
Yeah,
Taika
Taika Waititi on the phone. Hey, buddy, you want to come play Adolf Hitler?
See, you need him in that movie. Like at the end of that, I generally believe you need to have Adolf Hitler. In
I
this
feel like he could fit in a sense because remember the Kingsman? The post-credits scene was Adolf Hitler.
that doesn't need to be that doesn't need to be the template.
But you could have them. Hey, let's go kill Hitler. It's like this is a war movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you start throwing the
And
Justice
GI's
Society-
main mission, GI Robot's main mission is, I want to kill Hitler, the creator of the Nazis. Like, do you know how fucking funny that would be? Him, just a metal robot running around Nazi-occupied Germany, just going and killing everyone.
like to be fair, I think Vandal Savage is a really good one. I was also thinking I would love
Vandal
to,
Savage is his right hand man.
but
It's Hitler and Vandal Savage versus Sergeant Rock, Wonder Woman, and GI Robot.
another good one because they didn't really use him, Dr. Savini,
Yeah.
and you kind of take the story that Bruce Campbell wrote,
Mhm.
where Sergeant Rock fights zombified Nazis.
That'd be kind of
I think would be interesting. Like, at the end of the day, I think the question is just like, we want them to fight more than just Nazis. Are they going to fight
Right.
monsters like they do in the comics? Or are they gonna? Is it gonna be Vandal Savage, or I'm just throwing names out here, Count Vertigo, or
See, Count Vertigo, I'd be okay with because normally that's like a Green Arrow-esque character. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I would even on the topic of Green Arrow, that's
Yeah.
totally just sidetracked. But Count Vertigo, I'd be okay with.
Yeah.
With that being said, Seven Soldiers of Victory,
Mhm.
throw them in there.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. Like, yeah, okay, it's my LOL. Kyle wants Green Arrow. LOL. Ha ha ha. But like, they would make the most sense. Like, there's Sergeant Rock.
Am
Seven
I-
Soldiers.
So I'm going off of the animated movie here.
Mhm.
Is Black Canary part of the JSA?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
that was her mother.
Donna Drake, yeah.
You could do her if you really wanted to.
Yeah, 100%. I'd be
You
there.
could do her. What villains
Sign me
were
up.
also like have fought the? I'm trying to think of like just actual villains who could
The
have fought.
Injustice Society. Literally. Just
Yeah.
have them all be like Nazi super soldiers.
But talking about Vandal Savage, when I was writing I wrote a GI Robot script. The villain was Vandal Savage because I'm like, who would be the most interesting character to do? And I'm thinking about it could be Vandal Savage.
Do you have the Hawks involved with the story?
Hawks being
The
Blackhawks?
No. You could do the Blackhawks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
Blackhawks would be
Hawkman and
super easy.
Hawkgirl.
I
Vandal
mean, you
Savage.
could, yeah.
But you could do the Black.
Blackhawks would just be super easy.
This is Sergeant Rock. Send the Hawks and drop the bombs. The planes. Oh yeah, yeah.
Kind of cool.
Adam is
Yeah.
thinking. What is Adam thinking?
I
Are we
think
just about to-
I think we might be multiverse of madness seeing this.
But not really. I'm just finding characters that.
I
fit
know,
in the
but we're
one
starting
What to
to-
take?
We're hyping each other up so much.
Hitler. It's the haunted tank. To challenge Sergeant Rock and GI.
I think we're losing it. We had gold.
Hey,
we
guess
kept
what?
digging.
It's a comic book,
Yeah.
It's still stupid. I'm sorry, that's stupid.
and comic books are stupid.
There comes a point when it's too stupid.
I
But
like,
wannabes.
I like Vandal Savage as the villain. Sergeant Rock. I want to see the Americans create this robot that kills Nazis. GI robot. I want to see that introduction. I want to see those two working together. The Black Hawks, especially because Steven Spielberg has said he's always wanted to do a Black Hawks movie. James Gunn has even talked about like I could get that movie going back. Introduce that. Introduce Vandal Savage. Introduce a quick scene of the JSA. Build it up. Your 6-year plan. You've introduced a more powerful villain that could be the combination of what could happen in this DC studios, making Vandal Savage the main antagonist for the Justice League instead of doing Darkseid, the Legion of Doom,
Or Crisis.
or Crisis. Set him up.
Yeah, we're saying all this, but here's the thing though. I don't know Luca. What's his name? The director, Luca. He did Challengers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a director.
Yeah, I don't know his comic background. If I had to guess, the one character he's throwing in is definitely GI Robot.
Yeah.
I can tell you, Gunn probably just tell. Can we throw him in? We already
Yeah.
did an episode with Sergeant Rock and them like, can we add him? And
Mhm.
Luca probably said, okay, I can add in a killer, Nazi killing robot.
It's all going to be based around how realistic they want to make this movie. If this movie is going to be a really realistic movie, you're not going to see GI Robot. I hate saying it. Or if you do, it's a post-credit scene be like, so Sergeant Rock, what do you think of
This
our new recruit?
Yeah, and it's just a
Yeah.
tease. It's
Yeah.
a tease of okay, who was this character, and then oh hey, if you didn't see the post, if you saw the post credit scene, you didn't know who it was. There's a GI robot, and you go to Creature
Yeah.
Commando.
I know there's more to Sergeant Rock books than him just a World War II soldier.
Yeah.
I saw somewhere saying he fought zombies or something.
Yeah. Yeah, Bruce Campbell wrote a book on that.
But
In Darkest
Bruce Campbell wrote.
Bruce Campbell, yes.
I'm gonna have to look up
then
this. You might have to send me this. I
we-
can't read it.
It's really
but
good.
then it's like the question is okay, Sergeant Rock. If you're gonna do zombies and stuff like that, like is this going to be an Elseworld story told? You know, this is
No, not
See,
really.
my thing is if it's realistic, like it's a soldier fighting Nazis and it's just as realistic, like
That's
Saving Private Ryan and things like that. To me, that might be an Elseworld story because you're taking away the fantasy element that James Gunn is trying to create. Now, if he's fighting Nazis, yeah, totally same universe, 110%.
I think the idea. I think the cool idea is,
And it could just be, you know,
with it.
the Nazis have found a way to resurrect dead soldiers.
And, it's
And that's where they call on superhero beings if you
Yeah.
want to go that crazy with the fantasy.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Next project.
Alright, so there's Swamp Thing. Not too much on James
Yeah.
Mann. I know he's just focusing more on the Star Wars project right now, which
Oh, I'm not going to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah,
we'll
we're
get to that later. After that,
Thing.
after that is the spinoff of My Adventures with Superman, My Adventures with Green Lantern. I'm excited for that one.
Oh,
Very excited.
I'm very excited.
I
very
loved
excited.
My Adventures with Superman. I thought it was a great new Superman cartoon
Mhm.
that I think in a lot of ways both seasons to me have already passed Superman the animated series
I don't know about that.
because of
Yeah,
how
that's
because of how flashy and animated it got. They weren't afraid to do a lot of the cool ideas. You introduced Supergirl,
Mhm.
already gave her, and you could do if you really wanted to. They already did a backdoor pilot. One of the episodes called My Adventures with Supergirl. You
Mhm.
could spin that off and do her. Introduce Crypto on that show.
That's a big rumor that I'm hearing that they actually are planning one of the
More, yeah.
more cartoons of My Adventures. I'm really excited about this one, and I'm curious to see is Superman going to cross over? What other Green Lanterns are going to be there?
Knowing maybe like a 2-part crossover episode where it takes place on one show and it takes place on
I'm really upset that she is in high school. And I know this is going to sound really weird because they said she was a high schooler.
that doesn't upset me.
And I'm like, let me explain.
Yeah.
It doesn't really upset me, but I would love her to be a little bit older. And I know you're going to look at me weird, but how interesting would it be if she was a little bit older, around Clark's age? They start dating.
Just flirt with Superman.
Something different. Just something different.
Okay, Jessica Cruz and Clark Kent. Yeah, I could see that.
Just
happening.
something
But
different.
we've been so far in this show, you
Yeah.
can't really throw that ship in there now.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was like Lois and Clark weren't technically dating it, and you wanted to throw in that little,
Yeah.
that would work.
I just like the idea of just
But I feel like
have
it-
someone different.
I feel like it's the idea of you have a high schooler getting a lantern fucking ring, not knowing what to do.
Well, and knowing Jessica Cruz and her story, it
Mhm.
really could kind of break into the whole.
I know a
perks of
little
being
bit about.
Wallflower.
Yeah, I
kind of
know a
thing.
little bit about Jessica Cruz. I plan on doing more research into her because I was putting fan castings together, keeping her. I know she's of
But-
Latino origin.
Yeah.
More. She's Mexican. So I was throwing together some voice actors. You got the Stephanie Beatrice who voiced Maribel and Encanto. I feel
Yeah.
like she'd be a great fit because she can do the high pitched voice. And if you've seen her in Brooklyn Nine-Nine play Rosa, she has that. The
See-
other one was Amy Santiago. What was her name? Melissa Fuemo was good. My other final choice was the America Chavez actor from Multiverse of Madness. Xochitl Gomez.
If she wasn't America Chavez, I'd say yeah, sure, go
Ooh,
for it.
she can do the voice.
Yeah, that's
It's
true,
not
too.
taking place in the DCU.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
part.
it's its own thing.
Yeah.
Now for live action, I did what's her name? Melissa Barbaro was her name? Barbaro.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
She's from the Scream. She did both Scream movies, and she was in Abigail,
Oh.
that
Yeah.
vampire one that I heard is really funny, and I heard she's one of the best parts in it.
So here's my next big question.
And I had one more. It was Monica Barrow was the thing. She's Phoenix in Top Gun Maverick, and she also did she was just in A Complete Unknown with Timothée Chalamet, and I heard they're performing at the
Yeah.
Oscars.
Yep.
They're doing a song.
So my two questions is going to be, one, are they going to actually follow the actual origin story of Jessica Cruz?
I'm not too familiar, but for those two,
She did not get the Green Lantern ring right away. She got the evil ring from Earth 3.
okay, I didn't know about that. I just knew there was an issue with her being a Green Lantern, and they
Yeah.
were kind of like, where did you get this?
Yeah.
And then I read up about that. I was like, okay, so she gets. I'm gonna have to look up and
Yeah.
do a whole comic read on her.
And
I do
two-
know about Simon Bass.
Yeah.
He's from Dearborn.
Detroit, yeah.
Detroit or
Yeah,
Dearborn?
Dearborn.
Dearborn, because John Stewart's from Detroit, which is really
Yeah.
funny, keeping the lanterns in Michigan. If they find a way to incorporate Detroit, which I guarantee, I wouldn't be surprised if they say Lanterns is filming downtown soon.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Keeping Jon Stewart to his origins,
Yeah.
the Detroit-born Michigander hero would be really cool and really nice. And that way, Aaron Pierce could, because he's is he UK? I think Aaron Pierce
I think he is.
I think
is
so.
English, yeah. But him coming, maybe getting some Detroit life, seeing the city life over here would be,
Yeah.
it would help him as an actor.
Yeah.
You want people to experience that, and people come going, he's not black enough. First of all, where do you define not black enough?
Yeah, that of itself.
An actor's job at the end of the day is to act. If you can convince me this dude from London can play a Detroiter, you have my viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a slippery slope when they're like, "Oh, he's not XYZ," and it's like, well, what is okay? So
Yeah,
what do you
what-
define as the point of? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Like, just let him do his thing. If it sucks, it sucks.
All you gotta do is
but-
give this man a Verner's in his hand, and I'm like, yeah, I'm convinced.
But the second thing I'm going to ask is, who else is going to show up in this cartoon? What are lanterns?
You could have Hal training her.
Yeah.
Because remember,
Hal
we're
or
getting
John or-
absolute Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And that story is, it's Hal. She gets the ring. He's got to teach, which I think like they're following that comic.
Yeah.
So maybe they've all already read it,
Mhm.
and they're like, okay, we can turn this into our My Adventures with Green Lantern. Because, all right, so think way back. You're starting high school,
Yeah.
new experience, upon new grade, going through puberty, going through all this. Now, add to the stress of you're a superhero,
a big part of,
and you're not like Spider-Man, like a little you're essentially basically a god.
Yeah.
a big part of Jessica Cruz's character is her fight with anxiety. It's
Yeah.
a big part.
So
That's
knowing-
why when they made it in this high school environment, I'm like, yeah, that would
yeah,
work.
you're selling it
Because
more.
you're in high school, you're going to be anxiety ridden. I mean, and now you just have it. So,
If this is the same universe as My Adventures of Superman, we're on season 3 of My Adventures of Superman.
Mhm.
The
We're
or-
gonna get Superboy in that
yes,
season too.
the origin of her is when she gets the ring. What if she's a villain in season 3? Okay,
yeah.
that sets up My Adventures of Green Lantern for the new series where she actually gets the ring. You could actually, because anxiety can go many ways, and unfortunately, due to the stress level kids can get, and they get a little woo woo. What if Clark has to go to a high school and stop her because
her
she-
willpower is out of control.
because she's out of control. Let's say someone's bullying her. She's too powerful because we're dealing
Or-
with
Or it could be Hal has to step in and be
Mhm.
like, hey, and has to stop her. And Superman's like, you're going to do what? She's a teenage girl. You're not going to do that. Like,
What are the things that could be done too? Which could be really interesting because I know in the first season of My Adventure, there's a lantern. I completely must have missed that detail. I don't remember seeing the lantern ring in the logo. I forgot to look up what episode it was. But also too, I'm gonna recommend something. I think I still have it sitting over here. There's a new little book that came out. I think it's gonna be ongoing. I don't know if you can see it. It's the Green Lantern Corps. They're kind of doing a little more. And Jessica, what she is in this one is she's kind of like the paperwork, kind of like setting up the meetings and stuff. But one of the big reveals in this book is Sinestro's back to being a Green Lantern. And, like the council's like, oh, hey, John, yeah, we've built your team. He's like, cool, who's on it? Here's the voice. That's not who I think it is. It's Sinestro chilling right there. Hi, John.
Now I gotta see that.
Because, literally, it's the hi, John. Yeah, it's me. And there's another big reveal at the end, but I'm not going to spoil
Oh
it.
yeah, I'll go ahead and just.
But Sinestro basically, like, there's again, they meet a chick. She's causing trouble on a planet. She has a power ring. They don't know how she got it, and she's just so feared by the willpower. It's Sinestro. He flies down. He's like, John, let me take care of this. I'm a villain, but when it comes to fear, I'm the expert here. And she's like, don't like, you're scared of me. He's like, you want to know the thing about fear? Can overpower it. And he walks through like her shield, and Sinestro just like calms her down. It's like, you don't need to use fear as a weapon. You can aim it and do more with it, and the will overpower. And they make her new Green Lantern. She's really cool. She's really fun.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeremy Adams hooked me. I saw the
Okay.
picture of Sinestro, and that's why I read it. And I was like, oh, shit, all right. We're having fun with this one.
Yeah.
I'm.
See this bitch.
You know what? I might actually have to pick this up.
See this.
I'm rocking with it. I'm not sure how to feel about that the costume design, but you know what? It'll probably grow on me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just Sinestro's old suit. If you think about it.
Well, I'm talking about that. the surprise character.
Oh, yeah, the Hawk. Yeah.
Well, spoil, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hawk and Dove?
The Hawk.
Whoa.
Yeah. But it was a good comic. I liked it. I had fun with it. And the fact that it's focusing on all the lanterns.
I
And
think that might actually have to be one that I pick up. That's
which, because I'm seeing Kyle Rayner, and he popped up a lot in the comic. I'm like,
Mhm.
please just let him be the focus. Let him be the
Mhm.
focus. Because even Guy was on it. I'm like, oh, fucking Guy. All right, whatever. But then he wasn't. It was barely in it. I'm like, okay, interesting. So it's just, is it going to be story set within the Green? And now you're bringing in Sinestro and Hal going, we need to watch him. If he does anything, let me know. I will beat his ass. But yeah, the Green Lantern Corps comic good. I'm, how do I say this without geeking out? Green Lantern has always been the after Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
They didn't know what they wanted to do with the franchise. They were gonna do a what is it like? I think it was gonna be a DC. It's a DC Universe show
So
on the app or something.
Yeah.
Or
So-
was it gonna be CW? I can't remember
no.
what they
So
wanted to
it
do with
was so with DCU at the time. It was going to be a movie. Then it turned into a TV series. Then it went back into a movie, and then eventually it got scrapped. And then Diggle was supposed to be Green Lantern at one point in Arrow, and that didn't happen. Green Lantern has always been. They didn't know what they were going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, Teen Titans Go makes fun of it. Lego Movie makes fun of it.
Mhm.
Green Lantern unfortunately, Green Lantern is the Aquaman now, right now. It was a joke. It's a joke series because of Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. And to be honest, the Green Lantern movie is all right. It's not the best, but it's all right.
I just hated it because I was in the corner and there was a guy who was dressed up as a Green Lantern and he demanded all of us to give the oath. And I'm just like,
God.
I'm in the corner and it was in 3D too to top it all off. So it's just like,
The animated series is actually really good.
Yeah.
It's underrated. It's very good.
Mhm.
The Green Lantern video game, The Rise of Manhunt.
Yeah.
You probably
good.
did you play that one?
I played it on the DS.
Yes, so did I. It was good.
I want to watch the
fun.
animated movies.
No,
I think it's First
yeah.
Flight
First-
and Emerald
Those are
Knight.
good. Those
First
are good.
Flight is one of the best DC
Those are
Even just
animated
the
movies.
origin. Yeah.
Emerald,
It's-
was it Emerald Guardian, Emerald
Emerald Knight.
Emerald Knights is
Pretty
all
good.
right. It's
Alright.
First Flight. Like
That's Emerald
there's
Knight.
that has never been a perfect DC animated movie. Like I love that movie.
And then we get to Justice League War.
yeah.
Green Lantern's got this. Bam.
Mhm.
They're just beating them up place down.
Talking about Green Lantern, they also announced some news with the live action show, which I want to know what you mean by it's going to get weird.
We're gonna get absurd. It's Green Lanterns. Also, Tom King in that Raiders. So you don't know what's gonna happen.
you know it's because it's not for kids. They've already said
They've
it's
already said it's
not.
gonna be adult. It's gonna be
It's-
mature. It's gonna get weird.
So
So Hal Jordan's gonna have sex with an alien. Okay.
well, so there we okay.
Probably.
That because it's
I'm not opposed to
no,
it.
it's
I heard there's 2 love interests, but they're on Earth.
it's a
Okay.
I think it'd be really interesting if Hal Jordan is like the Captain Kirk
Mhm.
of everything. Like in Jon Stewart, it's more like the Picard.
Yeah, well, John is supposed to be younger.
Yeah.
Hal is already supposed to be that experienced Green Lantern, the legend,
Yeah.
Hal Jordan. And, people were complaining about, why is it Kyle Chandler? He's too old. And it's like, well, Hal Jordan is already kind of technically old. He's
Yeah.
not a young character.
I'm okay with it being Kyle Chandler and them
Yeah.
having Hal Jordan be a little older. It's
From
like-
what I've seen from Friday Night Lights, Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
he's a great actor.
He's
Yeah.
a great actor.
He's a great actor. He'll get it done. I mean,
And, they gave him the gray
Mhm.
in his hair. So
my
are we going to get the Parallax storyline?
my big worry is that they're going to adapt what they did with the new DC animated movie with it was John and
Oh
Oliver and
yeah, I know.
where they were like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah, Beware My Power. That
yeah,
was okay.
And
it
then-
was okay.
and then
I
it's
liked
the-
it. Then that very end, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck
well,
is this shit?
that's exactly what I have.
Like,
Nolan North, Hal Jordan. Yeah.
See, that's my
See,
worry.
it was Nolan
is-
North is Hal Jordan. Great idea, but execution.
But that's my worry too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that twist?
It's gonna be like, oh,
It's gonna be. I knew it. I
you're
called
you're
it.
just gonna take a shit on the character and forget to wipe. Like, come on.
What I'm hoping
Yeah.
is it is gonna be a really good detective story.
Yeah.
Like it's. Like I don't want to see any betrayal. Like I would love it to
Oh,
be
yeah.
Sinestro as the
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
villain.
Well, they've already
Or
confirmed
Parallax.
he's in the series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the big rumor that I've heard, again, rumor,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hal Jordan dies
That
I'd be okay with that.
at the end.
I would be okay with it because
as long as it's not that really weird twist, that will
Yeah.
be fine.
Now here's the thing too with Kyle Chandler, you could find someone who looks like him younger and do flashbacks because apparently it is supposed to be True Detective really inspired.
Yeah.
And I do have to sit down and watch that show because I've heard that show is
Yeah.
it's an anthology show and I've heard it's
True Detective
fantastic.
is really good.
Yeah. You could get someone who looks closer to the young Hal Jordan fighting a younger Sinestro
Mhm.
and then him going, well, I didn't want to have to go see Sinestro, but I guess we have no choice.
Flashbacks.
Because last time, we fought,
Mhm.
he was the Green Lantern and betrayed us all. And now he's the Yellow. Like,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of endless possibilities. I know, what's his name? Is it Damian Lindenhoff is behind it? And he's
Yeah.
done Lost. He's done the Watchmen series. I've heard the series is good, but then I hear it's why, and then I hear, like, it's still really good on its own.
Talking about Lost or
No, Watchmen.
Oh well.
Yeah.
The series. The HBO series.
I need to
Yeah.
sit down and actually watch
It's
it.
it's different.
I
It's
have my
good.
little opinions about Watchmen series,
But it's definitely not what I Watchmen comic, but it's
Yeah.
Watchmen. But
Yeah.
yeah. What's the
What's Starfire? What's Starfire?
Starfire. Interesting.
Nice little.
He is excited for Starfire.
I'm interested by it. I was when I sat down and I thought about it with the announcement that they're gonna have Crush in it. I'm like, and this is gonna be like an Elseworlds, so not within the main DCEU.
Yep.
Okay, so
Cartoon.
then I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, if it was me in the DCU, I was like, are they rushing Crush? And I
But
was like,
if you're
but
doing
it's
Crush still,
Elseworlds,
if you're still
fine.
doing Crush, you can still get Momoa. Say, hey,
Yeah,
you want
100%.
to come do some animated voice lines as Lobo?
Or
Yeah,
you know,
he
it's
100%
just,
would. He'd be like, yeah, hell yeah.
or
I'll
you
do
just
it.
it's a little bit different. You know, it's not.
Yeah, the fact that it's not in the main DCU, that doesn't make me feel like, oh my god, we're rushing. It's like, okay, this doesn't even matter. It's fine. It's a fun little show. Honestly, hearing the idea for it, I'm like, this is okay, because I'm like, you have enough sustenance to it where it's like I could continue watching this. Because Starfire is a great character. I like Starfire, but I feel like Starfire has a great cast of supporting characters.
Yeah.
That you need to pair with her.
Mhm.
So, and I see that with this. So I'm excited to see it. I am. I will not lie to you. Fern, I'm a little interested to see if they're going to turn Fern into Poison Ivy, but we'll see.
I'm just looking forward to seeing what it's going to be about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, that was the go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm hearing it's more about her adventures in space.
Which is really cool because
Yeah.
we never see that kind. I'd like to see more of her relationship with her sister.
And
too.
it could be, I'm not saying it, it could be in the same vein of that Beast Boy, what is it, Lone Wolf?
Yeah.
Aim it more towards kids.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Could
Well,
do that.
let's talk about the next. Let's talk about the next.
The other one that was for kids too.
I like this one a lot, actually.
Was it superpowers?
Superpowers,
Superpowered,
which
yeah,
is
that's right.
which is a line for which was a line for toys in the 80s. But this one sounds different. It sounds like Sky High,
Yeah.
My Hero Academia, and then meets a little bit of Tiny Toons.
It sounds like what they're doing is superhero girls,
Mhm.
but instead of it being targeted to just girls,
It will
well,
be.
it will be everybody.
I love that the Flash is in it. I love that Martian Manhunter's gonna be a principal.
Mhm.
That's gonna be hilarious.
It's Plastic Man.
Plastic.
Man.
Yeah.
So wait, I know a little bit about this one, but like, give me the whole.
It's more just going to be probably in the vein of Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
It's-
what characters are showing up? That's what I'm excited
Lightning, Flash.
for. Okay.
Plastic Man.
Plastic Man,
Martian
There's
Manhunter.
the principal, yeah.
Essentially, they're all going to school.
Okay, so it's DC
Yeah.
superhero girls, but for like everybody.
Yes, my thing
Yeah.
for Plastic Man is I'm hoping they'll get him, Tom Kenny. If we're gonna do that one, I want to get Tom Kenny.
Yeah, get him back. Yeah.
Let's get I like to get the Batman Brave and the Bold cast because that cast would be a lot
Yeah.
more
Mhm.
fun with it.
Let me see, I'm going to pull up actually in the shit.
It kind of reminds me of a canceled show, Gotham High.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that. There was
Yeah.
books about it, and
I'm still upset I never got to see it because I knew it would be a garbage show. But I still would like to see
I heard about that. Yeah.
like apparently like Bruce Wayne's a jock, and the Joker's the class clown, and
yep.
Riddler's the nerd, and
I have seen it was a fan made trailer. I could not. I might be able to find it if I wanted to, but I was something similar to like Gotham High, where like
Okay, it's Lightning,
Yeah.
Flash, Plastic Man, Aqua Girl, Green Lantern, and Terra.
okay,
oh yeah, Tara. I forgot about Tara.
Tara's cool.
I
And,
wonder who's gonna be the evil one.
and each enrolled to level up their powers under the supervision of Principal Martian Manhunter,
Sky High.
in hopes of one day graduating and becoming the next generation of Earth's defenders.
Sky High.
Yeah.
My Hero Academia, superhero
Yeah.
girls. Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I wonder what Flash.
Oh,
Jesse
Oh.
Quick.
Wally.
Or Wally.
It's gonna be Wally.
Which Wally?
That's true.
Yeah.
The ginger one. No,
But yeah, no.
So yeah, no, I mean I'm excited for that. That'd be
You
good.
know what really upsets me about all this news?
Hmm.
And it just occurred to me, we might not get an ending to Young Justice.
Yeah.
We never
Yeah.
will. I don't
we
think.
never will.
I don't. Young Justice has always been left off on cliffhanger forever.
Like I was really hoping that he would actually,
I tried getting into Young Justice.
It's good.
It's good. I was just like, okay. I mean, let's see what you're going for here with this one.
The problem was, it just, for some reason, it said they weren't selling toys. There were toys, but they were at Toys R Us. They weren't at Target. They weren't at
Well,
Walmart.
it wasn't just that they couldn't sell toys. It was their target audience wasn't boys. Like, well, their target audience was boys,
Mhm.
but the people who were watching it weren't boys.
Boys.
They were girls.
Hey, you know what? That was a great
Which
thing.
I don't get how girls are watching Young Justice.
Robin,
Nightwing.
Nightwing,
Miss
Maddie.
Martian, it's
Oh yeah.
it's one of those things where like
Artemis, yeah.
hate to-
Zatanna.
Hate
yeah.
to say it, our friend Maddie, she loves Nightwing.
Yeah.
but I mean
Yes.
It's Jesse freaking McCartney voicing Nightwing too.
girls can like superhero stuff.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm not
like
saying like how.
the MCU is very female heavy. I mean, yes,
Yeah, it's
there's
shifted
more
now.
male,
Hey,
but like there are a lot of females that like the MCU.
hey, that's a good thing because
Yeah.
guess what? I can hold a conversation with a woman for once. And
That's
go,
sad.
It's a miracle.
shut up, you guys.
Another animated show that's kind of in development. We've heard very little. We
Aha, speaking of woman.
Hi, woman.
we've kind of got updates about it, and it's still Zolo Mizd. I don't know how to say his last name, but
Blue Beetle.
Miguel from Cobra Kai, Blue Beetle, is getting an animated series that's
Yeah.
still going to be connected. It's going to take place after the movie, and they're saying it's going to be set in
She
the
says
days
hi,
of
Todd.
She says,
two that are kind of stuck right now in limbo. No, three that are stuck right now in limbo is Waller, Paradise Lost, and Booster Gold.
okay, Waller, I don't care about.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
one-
If
that
they
one-
give us Deathstroke, I'll care about it.
Because it's supposed to be a live action series.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Give us Deathstroke, I care.
If you have a good story, I want to see it,
I
but
wouldn't.
I
I
don't
wouldn't.
see a good story.
I changed the title. I wouldn't call it Waller. Call it Argus.
Or call it Blackgate.
Blackgate.
Or just scrap the idea and give us Secret Six. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
really.
they're saying that might be the Bane and Deathstroke.
I'd be cool with that. I'd be
Or
alright with that.
you know
Great.
what?
Because the whole
Suicide
rumor,
Squad.
yeah, because the whole rumor is
Again.
because the
But
whole
I'm okay with
rumor
it.
because the whole rumor is Deathstroke's appearing in Waller,
And if that's true, that
and
is
then it would
what.
connect to Deathstroke and Bane.
See, if Deathstroke shows up in Waller, it'll literally be the Daredevil showing up in She-Hulk. Everybody will sit there waiting for him to show up, and then he'll show up and people like, "Greatest thing ever." What's the name of the show? Don't care. Like,
That's the thing. There we go. That's the thing. Don't care.
it's like,
Paradise Lost. Take your time.
Take your
Yeah,
time.
I'm
Take your
sorry,
time.
I can't care about it.
What?
Just give me Wonder Woman. Don't keep edging around.
I don't think
Give
it's
me
edging
Wonder Woman.
around. I think it's introducing Themyscira a bit
Yeah.
more to your audience.
That's
My
fine.
thing is
Give me Wonder
my thing was it. I'm excited for the show. I always sat there and I will say this: the Wonder Woman movie should have been her doing the challenges to become Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what
And
should
then
be.
they did it in the second movie and kind of pissed on that one.
Yeah.
When you do this, because this is supposed to be Game of Thrones style.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You introduce Diana, but yes,
Yeah.
you're introducing games. You introduce Ares. You introduce Hades. You introduce all the gods, and then at the end of Paradise Lost, Diana takes on that last challenge and becomes Wonder Woman.
So it's
Damn it.
I don't think she should become Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
She becomes the God of War.
Ooh, okay.
Take some elements
Of apps.
from the comic books.
Yep.
And,
But Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
And he even said he wasn't happy with the script.
Mhm.
So yeah, send it to rewrite. If you're not happy,
Or-
don't force it out.
Paradise Lost. I think if they don't have a rut, if they don't get the theme of it by next year, I'm gonna say next year, it goes into change. The title changes into Wonder Woman, and they fully
I'd
go
be happy with that.
full blown Wonder Woman.
Just give me. I'm
So-
all for exploring Themyscira. I would love that.
Yeah.
But don't make this the Gotham of the DCU in the sense that, hey, you really want this character, don't you? Don't you? You have to watch every single fucking episode, hoping that maybe the character will actually come out.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Themyscira is kind of more interesting than just Gotham.
and you got
Because here's the thing.
other Wonder Womans too.
Like here's the
I
thing.
mean, would you have Cheetah show up on Themyscira?
Why not?
Could.
Why not have it be, the
A
government, the U.S.
Gigantor.
government's like, okay, where's this Themyscira? And they start invading.
Introduce
like-
Gigantor, all
You know?
all those.
I guess. I don't know.
Here's the thing.
I just want Wonder Woman.
If you're going off of it's Game of Thrones, Westeros inspired, you have so much more of a blank canvas and creative freedom.
Mhm.
Like again, people invading, you're gonna see them decapitating, like the Themyscirans decapitating.
That's
So my thing is, you have your Wonder Woman, like you have
Yeah.
your Linda Carter TV show, you have your movies, you got your two movies, even though one of them's pretty bad.
And
You got
do
your
have
you got
Justice
your
League.
internet pilot that we don't talk about. You got your Wonder Woman. Give me something a little bit different that's connected to it.
Shake it up a bit.
Yeah.
So I have an idea,
And also, she was in Justice League.
and this might just be feeding to myself here. Instead of having the U.S. government invade, have them war with Atlantis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in.
You could do that.
Set up Aquaman and Wonder Woman all in one fell swoop. I'm in. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
All right.
That I'm okay with.
Because that's where people are, the Wonder Woman fans right now. And this is the funny thing about, and I even said this. I don't. At this point, comic book Twitter is the kind of the laughing stock of Twitter at the moment, because you will get people talking about a character. Now, a character like Wonder Woman, I see them talk about her. I see how they're talking about the Tom King run. Is it the best Wonder Woman run?
I haven't read
No.
it, so I can't say.
No, I know a lot of people don't like it.
Mhm.
I know he's doing a lot of stuff that's not in the Wonder Woman.
because he's a Republican. That's the whole reason, I guess.
But anyway, the non-politics side. I see how they complain about that. We just got 84. Not even 5 years ago. It's gonna be probably 5 years now.
old.
Yeah.
That still
God.
left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. And then you have what's going on with Gal Gadot, the Wonder Woman game now getting canceled.
Yeah.
Which that does hurt. That does suck. And it's like I tried telling someone in our group, if your last game was 2017, you haven't shown any income. Your gaming budget is ballooning out of, because I guess it went up to almost past 100 million.
Jesus.
Which the only game that should ever cost that much is a Batman game or a Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman should not cost a game should cost 300 or 200 million.
I mean, if it's cost that much, at least show something why it would cost that much.
And they weren't showing anything.
Exactly.
And then you have the Warner Brother Games heads going, well, are you guys going to give us something? Like, people are asking for this game. Can we give a release date? No. Can we give anything? No.
That's why it's already talks about, okay, we're gonna get another Batman game in
Don't
development.
worry, guys. You want to play as Wonder Woman? You can play as her in multiverses.
You can play her in
Alright.
Injustice.
People hate Injustice, I found out.
Really?
Why?
People hate it.
Why?
It's bad. Because evil Superman.
Oh, boo fucking who.
Another thing that they kind of just go off the rails with Wonder Woman.
Oh, crime.
Tom Taylor storytelling, I guess. Which I don't know. Listen, I've never figured out why Injustice is hated that bad on Twitter.
Justice is so.
And I've had to tell
Right.
people, I'm like, listen, you guys realize it isn't Elseworlds tale, right? So who really
Yeah.
gives a shit of what
Yeah.
happens in it?
Yeah, the comic book run is fantastic.
Fantastic.
They hate the comic book run.
Really?
Why?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because
people,
comic
people
book
hate fun. People hate fun.
Because they hate the evil Superman. It's the Snyder that left it in people's fucking mouth.
So-
Cry. Oh, cry me a
The
river.
comic book run is great. One of my favorite moments is when Batman literally looks at the Joker and does this. I'm like, holy shit!
Well, yeah.
Or for the first couple pages, all of a sudden, Superman just goes.
I should get the compendium. I should
It's
just
so-
buy it.
It
I
is-
have it.
It is one of my favorite comic books of all time.
I just know if these people don't like it because evil Superman, they kill off half the good character, and it's just like that's the only reason you
That's the
hate
point.
it. That's the point of the book.
I'm sorry to say this. Without that video game, Aquaman would not be that cool.
I would have.
And you still would have had Momoa.
No, you got
Jason
Jeff
Momoa.
Johns. Jeff Johns.
Yeah, okay. But still, the idea of like one of the best characters in Justice was Aquaman. I'm just saying, I love playing
Like
as
you
Aquaman.
saw story wise or moveset wise.
Moveset wise,
Yeah, his moveset's pretty. It's fine.
dude, Batman was the weakest out of
The
those
first
games.
game, great.
Mhm.
The second game,
Had an idea.
expanded on everything.
Second idea. The second game had an idea. I didn't like the gear system.
The gear system was a bit iffy at times,
But
but the
again,
face
still
tracking
fun.
of the story,
yeah, still had a fun.
Batman literally fights Brainiac
Mhm.
while Superman is trying to steer a giant skull ship, and also it had one of the best surprises as a DLC fighter pack that had
True.
everyone talking. You brought in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in this game,
And
And
Hellboy.
Boy.
yeah, and Hellboy. Two of the
Then you got the Injustice arcade game.
Yeah.
That's like it's a fun game. I love collecting the cards.
I just
Oh, yeah.
love
I mean,
how
and you're still even then the mobile app's still going. I
Oh,
think
is it really?
the one finally like a mobile app Injustice one finally I think said we're not doing anything more with it.
Yeah.
But I think two they're still like
two is still going.
two they're like, hey, you want more? You can have
Yeah.
John Constantine. Like, why did we get him as a character? What's John
Um,
Constantine?
But yeah, the Injustice game, and I remember this is a little off rant, like not off rant, like off topic about it. I remember sitting in one thing. I was watching that big reveal trailer. I was like, all right, we know two of the characters. It's Adam, and it's Enchantress.
Mhm.
Who is this next fighter? I kept hearing Rorschach. I heard it was the Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. What's the name? It's one of the Rangers. He's the main
Yeah.
dude. He's really cool. I was like, all right, he would have had a cool moveset too. So Rorschach that, and then like some other person thing. And it was just the walking up of the trench coat.
Mhm.
Or it was the sigh coming down first, and that's when I go. What did Warner Brothers just? How did NetherRealm get this? What did Ed Boon do to just get this approved? And then it was first I just saw Raphael, and I was like, okay, it's just one of them. Like that's kind of. And then I saw do, and I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean we're getting all four turtles in the DC universe, like a
The
fighting game?
Hellboy reveal is still one of my favorite, where it's literally just the rocket from Black Manta going wild, and you just see the hand come up, catch
caught
it,
it, and
and then
lit
lights his cigarette
So
with it, and
thanks
just
for
lets it
the light,
go.
Kyle.
and-
Yeah.
It
The
was
only
so
thing
cool.
that kind of pissed me off about that was they used two Mortal Kombat reps, and I was like,
Yeah, that
all
was
right, you
kinda
could have
stupid.
done Sub-Zero because Scorpion wasn't the first one.
We didn't need
Raiden,
Raiden. We didn't
Raiden
need
is fine, but you did tie him to Justice League Dark, which was kind of cool.
I just say they should have just said no Raiden, just give us Black Lightning and call it a done.
Yeah,
deal.
Raiden, you could have got someone else for Raiden, but seeing how it was Raiden, then his story was he defeats Brainiac. It's like I'm just gonna go join John Constantine, Zatanna, and Swamp Thing, and I'm like,
Okay.
okay. I just love how Sub-Zero trains all the heroes. And I think one of his is he freezes Firestorm's foot. It's in like one of the shots, and Firestorm's trying to put it out, and like Supergirl just gets like froze. Like Sub-Zero just kind of like one taps everyone. And I was like, okay, that's pretty fun. But yeah, Hellboy was cool. And then just the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, how they take the super pill, go back to New York, and just basically wipe the Foot and Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady. And oh my god, what's the
Krang.
yeah, Krang. They take out all their villains. Like that is the whole point of hey, we beat Brainiac. Hey, do you guys want the super pill because you helped us defeat Brainiac and Superman? All right, guys, cowabunga. Hey, Master Splinter, we're like super powered now. Hi, Bebop Rocksteady. Smack, smack. Crank, smack. Shredder, smack. The Foot wiped out. And then, hey, we're gonna go back to the other universe. Pizza time. That's literally their story, and it is the funniest fucking thing ever. Because it's Michelangelo narrating it.
But talking about first, I'll talk about Ninja Turtles. It's going back to theaters, I imagine.
Yay!
But let's talk about Booster Gold.
Yeah. So, one of the rumors I heard that was kind of true, but he lost interest, was Danny McBride was going to be the showrunner.
Okay.
Interesting.
And he's really good with comedy, but I
Mhm.
heard he lost interest, and he went to go, I guess, finish off this final season of Righteous Gemstones, which I hear is hilarious, by the way, and I really want to watch that show now.
I actually know somebody who worked on it.
Oh shit,
shit.
for real?
She was an extra, actually.
Oh, that's still really cool.
Yes. She actually got. I don't know if she got to meet Danny McBride, but I know she got to see John Goodman. So I was like, oh.
Sweet.
Okay. That's still pretty cool. You still
If you're
met
listening, shout out Allison. Hi, how you doing?
The other thing with Danny McBride that really worries me with him. Yes, he's good comedy. Yes, he's great in Tropic Thunder and all these other great movies, comedy wise. Yes, he can write. The problem is his writing.
Mhm.
Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends,
Yeah.
Kills didn't bother me.
and then Exorcist Believer.
Okay, never mind.
No.
I heard that was him and still David Gordon Green, and they
Mm.
still couldn't.
But I mean, when it comes to writing, for every good script you have, you probably have a bad script.
Because that first Halloween remake was great.
Yeah.
It kept in tone with John Carpenter's original vision, and they did kills, and I was like, okay, this is getting stupid. Like one of the scenes is a lady has a pistol, but she
Yeah.
misses every shot, and then she
Yeah.
gets close, and he kicks the door, and it just kills her. Like I'm like, all right, that's fine. And then Ends was just Ends was stupid. I remember I
see
had
it.
So bad.
I also had an edible before. we
Yeah,
went to
you,
that
you were popping them bitches like Skittles, and that didn't end well for you.
Anyway, he's a great writer when given. I feel like Booster Gold, he could have cracked the humor with Booster Gold.
I
and
think
had
he could
so
have did
much
great
fun.
with Booster Gold. I think that is definitely tailored towards Danny McBride. Yeah, I mean,
Who they'll find now.
so is it still?
It's put on hold.
It's on hold until they
Yeah,
can find
okay.
a showrunner.
That's
Which that's
for,
good.
for the person playing Booster Gold. Is it still? Canal?
They haven't casted Booster Gold.
Oh, really? I
They're
thought
gonna-
it was-
they're gonna-
It was always a rumor.
It's-
Okay.
So here's how he's doing it. Not the Marvel way.
Mhm.
He's letting these showrunners and writers write out the script first.
Okay.
Then they're going to do the casting process
Okay.
and the test screen, the camera testing, all that. Test audition. Then they're going to start production.
Okay.
So again, that comes down to you have your Clayface script finished. Now you can start finding your actor. You have your Sergeant Rock script finished. Now you can find your actor. What else? Teen Titans almost done, but I guarantee once it's done, all right, the hunt for the Teen Titans now.
Booster Gold can once again take the time because it's it's a future superhero that comes
Yeah,
to
you
the
could
past,
come and go with him.
come and go with him. I'm trying to figure out who would be a good writer because there's a couple I could think of like
This is gonna be a weird one, but I think he should get a comic book
Probably
writer.
probably no more weird than what I had in mind.
Get a comic book writer.
yep.
Mark Russell.
Mm.
He was known for writing Fantastic Four life stories, but he wrote one of my favorite comic books of all time, The Flintstones.
Oh, yes, you loved that Flintstones run. I remember that.
And he did a crossover, Booster Gold and the Flintstones. I think that would be really interesting. Just a story of him traveling through time. Like he goes to the Stone Age, and he's just like he brings into the modern Stone Age family. Like you make a whole joke about he makes a guy look like Fred Flintstone.
So if you can reel them in and you can really make it good, and this is my pitch for it, is that you do kind of the buddy cop with Booster and Ted Kord. Make it like Pineapple Express. Get me Seth Rogen.
Ooh,
Reel it in though.
Yeah.
Don't make it so like off the walls. Like,
but I mean,
you get
Alright,
it.
If you're doing you just gave me an idea. I wasn't gonna say it, but then you said Seth Rogen.
hold up one second though.
Okay. Go
But
ahead.
as far as Seth Rogen goes, he is actually a really good producer and a really good showrunner.
Yeah.
Look at the last Ninja Turtles. movie.
100%. Yeah.
Look at the
Yeah.
boys.
Look at Invincible.
Yeah.
You can pee on that.
Yeah, no.
And not many people know that he's on that, but still,
Yeah.
People are very surprised. when they
What,
went,
the
like,
boys?
"What?"
Or
Well, yeah, boys. They know that he's there, but obviously, he
Yeah.
had a few cameos.
Yeah.
But,
I had an idea because you mentioned, buddy cop, like a buddy
Mhm.
style film with Booster Gold and Ted Cord.
yeah.
I hate to say it, I know he wouldn't do it, but I feel like if he had the right idea, because we've seen his movies before, Kevin Smith,
That's what
give him a quick call.
I
Say, hey,
figured.
would you be interested in doing Booster Gold?
I know this is gonna sound so weird. Get him into the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Ted Cord, played by Seth Rogen. Give me redemption from Green Hornet.
Ooh.
I originally said you're Ted Cord because I swear I heard his voice, both of them. Or, well, the painting in Blue Beetle
Yeah.
looked like him, Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
If you've seen
understand
Ted
this,
Lasso.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
give him Ted Cord.
Yeah.
The other voice I heard, I could have swore it was him, was Glenn Powell as Booster
Yeah,
Gold.
everyone would like his Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell's Booster Gold is. I have the weirdest writers, and I feel like they could do it under James Gunn's supervision. Those three young guys from SNL.
Oh, the Don't Destroy guys?
Yes,
That'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting.
they're young.
I could see
They
it.
are
They could do it,
huge
yeah.
nerds.
They could do it.
They could do this.
I could see it.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
know who they are. Yeah, those guys would be interesting. And you have now a young.
All right, I'm throwing in a fan cast for Booster Gold. I don't usually do a lot of fan casts unless I'm certain. If you want someone to play this imposter syndrome hero who goes back and forth through time, you could do it. You can get him in the gym. I know he could do it because his comedy lands when he tells the jokes. You could get Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Colin
could.
Jost.
Yes.
Oh, Colin Joseph's Booster Gold
Yeah.
would be so
That'd be
funny.
good.
He looks like a football player. You know, he has that body already here. He knows how to play a loser because I seen Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I forgot he was in that until I remembered he was in that. And I was like, yeah, he was in it.
He won't do it. He's too old now. But I would have.
Yeah, but the whole point is he's
No.
a middle-aged man
No,
going
no,
back to time.
no. I'm thinking of this actor. He won't do it because I don't think he'll lift weights. But no, he will because of Barry. Bill Hader would be interesting because he plays that dark. Because he has the comedian and he is funny, but he also has that little dark.
I was gonna
aspect of Barry.
say who could really do it. But I mean, I think I saw the gray in his hair and I was like, Jesus, he's old now too. Could get Andy Samberg
Andy Samberg would be great. Andy Samberg still has it.
or even John Mulaney. But I know you want him for Plastic Man.
John Mulaney.
John Lee would be really interesting. You need him in the gym because you still want him to have that football.
Have you seen him lately though? He
Yeah.
is jacked.
I saw the 50th.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did,
How
he
could he
didn't
get-
look.
How could he get so jacked? He was over on the bench.
I know he's not, your typical Booster Gold, but I'd also be okay with Colin Joseph's partner,
Michael Shea.
Michael Che.
Michael Shea.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, those two, they don't do anything but SNL. They say.
Give him Michael Che Steele.
Yeah, I could see
If you
it.
do Reign of the Superman,
Mm.
make him Steele.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Or
You
Jeremy Irons. Yeah, that's the
this-
character's name. Yeah.
Talk about fan
John
casting.
Henry Irons.
Yeah, John Henry.
Talking about Pete Davidson. And you're going to look at me like I'm a weirdo. Plastic Man.
No.
No,
It
that one
works.
works.
Why?
It works because Pete Davidson is just, I'm sorry to say, he's insane. He's bonkers. But he could do it. He could play this because what's his name? What's his sketch he does?
I have one Todd might
Okay.
like because it's one of his characters. It's one of his favorite. Detective Chimp. Pierce Brosnan.
I was thinking Pierce
I
Brosnan.
don't hate it.
I want the most British guy you could possibly get. He has a distinct voice, and so I don't know how well it would work, but I would love to hear Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he wasn't
I'm pretty
retired,
sure he played. Oh yeah.
if he wasn't
Well,
retired,
he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But
No.
if he wasn't retired and like really super old, but then again, it is a CGI monkey, so he
Yeah.
doesn't have to do much. You could get Michael Caine.
I like that idea.
Michael Caine would do it. I feel like he would.
Who else?
Last
is, like,
movie.
Last movie's a voice of a
Who else
chimp.
is just like really old and British for Detective Chimp?
Ray Fiennes.
Ian McClellan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Colin Farrell. Yep, that'd be my. And let's just piss him off because he does all these roles and he hates every role. Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
He played an Oompa Loompa, people.
Hugh Grant fits.
Did he like doing Paddington too?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
he had fun, Paddington.
Good.
He
You could
likes.
even
if he
get- how
was-
could you not have
You
fun
could even
doing
get Richard E.
Paddington?
Grant.
You
If
could.
he was still alive, and this is going to sound so weird,
John Hurt.
Sean
No.
Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah,
I knew
That's
it.
Detective Chip.
I almost said that, but I'm like, wait, he's dead.
But John Hurt is dead too. So yeah,
Any of the doctors.
Oh,
You
you
could have Capaldi.
Capaldi.
You could even do David Tennant.
I know.
As Detective Chimp would be very interesting.
Capaldi.
David Tennant is the question.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And you get
I don't know. I think he can do it. I really do because I think David Tennant's a really good actor.
he was
But
Scrooge McDuck.
I really want a real American actor to play the
The
question,
question. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
because he's a news anchor,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and
Hey, Adam, you want to know what actor plays a news anchor?
I don't
No.
know exactly.
I'm
Will
gonna tell you-
Ferrell.
No.
It's just a Ron Burgundy, and then we could do the
I'm gonna tell you no right now.
Hello, Detective Chimp. Yeah, that word, yeah. Ron, or you get Colin Jost for that.
There you go.
That would be an interesting choice. Yeah.
All right. What's the next
What
project?
other projects?
Next one was Bane and Deathstroke, but we've kind of already talked about that. We've
No,
kind of already
push
went
me
through all
now.
of them.
I
The other two are just the Penguin and the Batman Part 2.
well, let's talk about the Penguin and the Batman because again,
It's Matt Reeves.
it's Matt Reeves, and again, James Gunn sat there and been like, "Yeah, guys, no, Robert
No,
Pattinson is not going to be my Batman. That's
Mhm.
Reed's Batman."
Yep.
So
I don't know how many times he has to tell people that.
So
I'm okay that he has to tell people that again and again and again.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't bother me.
I love one of the quotes Peter Safran says is that there will be a Batman movie in 2027. He didn't say what Batman movie though. He said he didn't say the Batman. He said there is going to be a Batman movie.
I feel like it's going to be Brave and the Bold. They're going to find a way to fast track that.
I have a feeling Batman Brave and the Bold because James Gunn is very breathing heavily on making sure that this because they have a writer.
Yeah.
They're not going to say who the writer
At that point, I'd probably say with
The
Batman,
theory is that it is
It's-
James Gunn.
yeah.
my thing with him, I think that's more as Zaslav asking, "Where's Batman?
Mhm.
Are you doing a Batman film?
Yeah.
Are we getting a Batman film?
The-
Like, yeah, we can do Caped Crusader. Yeah, we can do the Batman Part 2. Yeah, we can do the Penguin. But are we getting our Batman
It's
where
like,
we
cut
can
the shit,
market?
we want
Yeah,
Batman.
we want the moneymaker.
I feel like that's the only thing Warner Brothers and Zaslav is kind of breathing down his
Yeah.
neck about. Everything else they don't care about. It's like, okay,
And-
you do you, but are you giving us Batman at least?
Yeah. And as far as 2027 goes, it's who knows where the Batman Part 2,
whatever is being turned in, whatever Pattinson has heard, and Circus has read, and everyone has read. They say it's freaking incredible. Whatever this Batman Part 2 is, so it is going to be a great mystery. But yes, no, the idea of Safran saying Batman will be in 2027. It doesn't know which Batman. So back to going to Clayface. We will have a Batman. There will be a Batman, and we won't know who our Batman is. I would love it to
It's
find.
gonna just be a stand-in.
I would,
Yeah.
I would just
I
love
would
it.
love it to be just like in the Future Commandos.
You
That's
just
all I
don't know
want.
who it is.
That's all I want. I don't want an actor yet. I just want to see
Because
Batman.
you could play in this universe, Batman is still that urban legend of criminals,
Can you
but only
imagine?
Superman and the heroes know about him.
You see that scene, like the lightning, you see the Batman, and it just cuts to black, and you just see pals.
That's fine.
You're just seeing the cape and the fists just flying.
I want the word pal and bang and zoink. Can you imagine this dark,
Well,
gritty, like horrible movie? Then all of a sudden you get 60s Batman.
You could do that in Dynamic Duo.
That's the thing. Well, Dynamic Duo that could end up getting pushed
Yeah.
into 27. They said just a Batman movie. So
That's if Dynamic Duo and the puppets is what we get for Batman.
We're gonna
That's
get
not
more.
James Gunn is fired.
We're gonna get more
I'm
for
sorry.
Batman.
It's, hey guys, we got your Batman. Finally, you've been waiting all this time, right? It's a puppet. Like,
Well, that's the animated. They're classifying that as an animated movie.
But going-
Dynamic Duo is an animated movie. animated movie set in the DC universe.
But going back to the episodes before we had talked, they have Batman. They're not ready to reveal who this Batman is.
They don't want people to go and bother these people. Like, there's a reason why this writer's a mystery. Because if we found out if it's so and so, guess what? Nerds are gonna come in there and be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, this is what you're gonna do."
I hate to say this too, and Kyle's right in some sort of ways. We are like monsters and monkeys and evil to people that are writing Batman and going, "You better not fuck up my character."
You want to know what would be really funny? The end of CinemaCon, after they show Superman, Gunn takes the mic. I'm writing Batman. Mike drops and just walks out.
That's what I feel.
Batman's done. I wrote it. Bye.
If he does that and just Mike drops and walks out, I will salute this man so bad and say,
You already do.
yeah. But I will say that would be the biggest secret. Like I'm writing a Batman movie.
The thing that I still, like I said, I still think after the whole DC look, that ending, the ending of the presentation, like, okay, hey, by the way, you guys are gonna go see Superman at this time. By the way, all your seats have tickets to Superman. And then the question is, everyone's gonna ask, what about Batman? There's gonna be a big Batman logo. It's gonna have the director, it's gonna have a writer, and it's gonna have a star already.
Do you think the logo is gonna be the Rebirth logo with the yellow outline?
No, because we're gonna talk about the next things with the DC comic stuff. The new Batman suit. Is that a great headway? I don't know.
The Matt Fraction.
The Matt Fraction.
Batman run.
Okay, number one, you are a huge fan. Are you picking up Batman in September?
That might actually make you pick it up.
I know.
See.
You were at a bar, and I'm fucking.
And I'm just, oh yes.
And I'm losing it because I'm just like, oh my god, I made a TikTok again. I haven't made TikTok in forever. I'm super excited with this Batman. Number one, Matt Fraction. Matt Fraction even said that I've been working my way to getting to Batman. Batman is my character I grew up with. So it is time for Batman.
I don't want to hear anything from you, sir.
A new suit.
Everyone just loves Batman. That does put a smile on my face.
The say it is new suit, new Batmobile, new stories, new characters, old characters, same Batman.
What are you looking at me for? Look at him. He's talking.
He's putting more effort into Batman than he did Hawkeye.
Here's my question.
Is that what you think?
New Batmobile, new suit, new character, new everything.
Look at the Pizza Dog. Finally teaming up Kate Bishop and Hawkeye. Kazi, the Tracksuit Mafia. I mean, literally establishing the Hawkeye mythos.
And then hold on really quick. And people,
But it's Batman.
people, if you love, really quick, people, if you love Hawkeye, the TV series, you should be reading Matt Fraction's Hawkeye because that's what it's based off of.
Yeah.
Going back, Todd, let's go.
My big question that I'm going to have a concern with, well, I'm really excited because it's Matt Fraction. How's this going? How is Hush going to be mixed in with this? Because again, it's not
I feel
necessarily.
like it's going to be a reboot.
Hush, I think, is the ending to a very combination of here's this short story of Batman. And then I think we're going to go back to the reboot because, number one, Alfred needs to come back.
Yeah, he's still dead.
Alfred's been dead Alfred's been dead since I've been working at the comic book store. Since I was working at the comic store. Alfred needs to come back. I want to see Robin. Because I know Damian left, but I'd like to see, I don't know,
Tim Drake.
Tim.
Yeah.
Let's
Or
have
get a new one.
get a
new
yeah,
Robin.
all new
Yeah.
stuff. Because I want to, let's just get back to number one. Let's get back to the reboot. I'm hoping it's that shot. Oh, okay, when he leaves, Batmobile takes off. We're in this new Batcave, and Alfred appears. It'd be like, okay, square one. Here we
Back
go
to
again.
basics, yep.
Let's get back to the basics. Introduce the villains again. It's a new era, a new Batman. Or same Batman.
So do we want to talk about the big news?
Yes. Oh, baby, I've been waiting for this. It's been 20 years, people, since Marvel and DC have crossed over.
I was really confused.
Holy crap, did 2025 become one of the best years? Marvel and DC are crossing over again into a comic book. Two shots. One's called Marvel and DC, and one's called DC and Marvel. Oh buddy, have I been waiting for these comics to come back. Man, where and who is writing these books? I want to know. I want to know the story. I want to know so much. Give me.
Do you want me to tell you who I think the artist is going to be for the DC one?
Tell me.
It's going to be Dan Mora.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
going to be Dan Mora.
Good call.
And then for the Marvel,
If you give me my artist. Oh God.
what artist are you thinking?
If you give me Bagley and fucking Mora, I'm gonna shit
No, I
everywhere.
don't think Bagley's going to do the Marvel one.
Literally, you're just gonna hear Adam just go.
Who's the one
The
doing
sound of his little Dark Knight
Ultimate
Rising.
Spider-Man? Give me him.
Oh, him, yes.
Give me him doing
But
the
Dan-
Marvel and DC one.
Dan Mora will do DC and Marvel, and then whatever. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but
It's Michael or something.
if he
Cheeto.
does the
Yeah.
Marvel DC, that'd be awesome. It's just wondering where this is going. I have not read Blood Hunt. You said a portal opened.
Something was said in Blood Hunt. I think it was Blood Hunt.
Well,
I'll have to go
if
over
you
that, yeah.
if you go back a few more years,
Mhm.
zzz,
Doomsday Clock.
too far back, like 2020, 2019 going into 2020, Fortnite had a little event
Yep.
called the first Marvel tie-in. And if you read the comics,
Excuse me.
Donny Cates was writing Thor. And if you
That's
saw a
right.
certain panel in Thor,
That's true.
certain thing streaked across the sky in an unknown universe with the Daily Planet. So this
Yeah.
has been probably in talks for almost years now. They've been
Yeah.
doing it. Well, here's the other fun coincidence on that announcement. Donny Cates also announced he's coming back to writing.
So Donny Cates will. So I got
That would be really interesting if
to
you
have
wrote,
done.
if you wrote it.
Wrote that one before.
But he didn't say what it is.
Mhm.
Everyone's thinking it's DC. Everyone's thinking it's Marvel. Now it's got me thinking, what if he's doing the Marvel DC one?
Yeah. But here's the big question is that it's been a long time since Marvel and DC have done anything like this. So Seth tells me who runs Marvel right now.
Kevin Feige.
There you go. Who's running DC?
James Gunn.
Yeah, but he's not running the comic division. That's more Jim
Friends
Lee.
with Jim Lee, though.
Yeah.
2 and 2, they talk. Here we go. We're
I
finally.
still don't think we're getting a Marvel DC.
No,
movie.
Yeah,
we're
That's
not.
still
No.
That the only way
too
that will
many
ever
people
happen.
you got to pay on
That
that one.
is that's
Well, the only way that's going to happen is like Marvel is bombing and DC is bombing.
that's in the way to close that whole chapter. Bam.
But then it also comes down to who's going to get the money.
Divvy it up. Half and
Well,
half.
you
can't
do
that.
2 movies,
You
one
do
you know.
2 movies. You do one
Yeah.
called Marvel DC,
You
DC
do
Marvel.
one. You do a part 1, part 2. One's put out by Marvel. One's put out by DC. Easy money.
But this thing is Lorenzo thinks it's not going to come out till next year.
Mhm.
Kyle, do you think this book's going to come out?
No, they said at the end of this year.
Well,
I,
yeah.
I think it's going to get announced fully at the end of the year. It's not going to be out till next year.
I think that we'll get teases by the end of this year.
I think we're
Remember,
going to
we
get
still
teased.
got San Diego Comic Con,
Yeah,
and you
I was
got New
gonna
York
say that.
Comic Con.
I was going to say
San
we're going to get
Diego.
teases. I think
No, it's going to be New York announcement. That's where they do all the big comic news. Yeah, because that's where we got
Yeah, I
Ultimate
know.
Wolverine announced.
I know, but here's the thing: you want to blow up Comic Con already on day 1,
But you already just said New York doesn't pull the number San Diego pulls.
but still, here's the thing: the comic books. Because what was it? Where did Absolute Batman and Absolute Superman get announced at? Like the panel.
They were San Diego because they were coming out, but there was the comic panel,
Mhm.
but they were already coming out in October. So by that point, you couldn't do a New York Comic
But
Con.
what if it's that they show this, they reveal, and they go, okay, it comes out in October.
But also, Absolute Batman got leaked out.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Scott Snyder
that's what I was going to say.
is not behind this.
He's behind it.
What? Okay, hold
Well,
on.
he really wanted to when after COVID, he really wanted to write a Batman story, Batman versus everyone.
I know who the artist could be.
Think it's Greg Capullo?
Nope.
Jim Lee?
Jim Lee.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, I can see Jim Lee. I can see
I can
Um,
see Jim Lee, Dan Mora. I can see lots of DC art.
Jim and Dan double teaming the
Yeah.
DC one.
Yeah.
Because their art is
Um,
kind of similar in a sense.
Romero.
Yep. I got a feeling we're gonna see a lot of variants.
Liefeld.
We'll talk
John
about it.
John Romita Jr. is his
But
Spider-Man art's been.
Yeah, but he has that name.
Yeah, never made a name.
but we will see.
Or you could get the artist doing Ultimate Wolverine.
You could,
Yeah.
but we are going to see a buttload of variants.
Oh,
we
yeah.
will not. We have not seen this many variants. I think since the Dark Knight Master race.
Yeah.
There were a ton. There was just,
Yeah.
like boom, boom, boom. This will have so many variants, and you can choose which artist and which one you want. And there's gonna be a Dan Moore cover. There's gonna be a Jim Lee cover. There's gonna be a Bagley cover.
There's going to be an Eastman cover.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's going.
There's gonna be a Frank Miller cover.
There's gonna be a Frank Miller.
Oh
cover.
god, that's gonna be the worst cover.
It's gonna be the Frank Miller cover.
Oh, Frank.
You know.
Oh, Frank.
But that's the thing. And then I'm excited. I'm really happy that these Superman covers.
Yeah.
I love this James. I love Dan Moore just drawing David Corswell's Superman with James Gunn. Got it pre-ordered.
Nice.
Already got Action Comics one reprinted with the David Corswell holding the Action Comics #1. I got it pre-ordered. Like these are like this is cool. Like the idea of Warner Brothers has said the summer of Superman will have the budget of Barbie. There will be a marketing budget. So everywhere you go, you're gonna see Superman now
And crypto.
and crypto.
Oh, talk about crypto.
crypto
We forgot
shop.
about the crypto shorts.
No, oh, yeah, there's gonna be like 4 crypto shorts before the movie.
I can't wait for crypto shorts. I think they're gonna be fun.
The Super Duck.
They're just gonna pull
Woof.
they're just gonna pull an I Am Groot with the crypto. I think.
Yeah.
It's still gonna sell well.
Well, here's the thing with these crypto ones is really cool. Is this is really off topic. On Sunday, I went and hanged out with my cousin. My little cousin, Jacob. He's like 3 or 4, and he loves superheroes and he loves Sonic and all that. This stuff is for him.
Yeah.
I tried showing him the Superman trailer. I keep forgetting about Superman bleeding. Oh man, did they have
Yeah, but he's not bleeding though. He just spits out blood for like a
But all I
second.
was excited for was him to look at crypto.
Yeah.
No, but
Did you at least show him crypto?
no, because Mary had like a
You could have just did skip.
yeah, I know that's what I was trying to do. Whatever, but the toys look cool. I'm gonna say this. Like my little cousin's gonna have a great summer for Superman. Like the crypto toy, the flying crypto, the flying Superman's gonna come. So yes. Any toy news? You got any toy news?
No, nothing.
Not yet.
no,
nothing
Toy,
yet.
Toy Fair hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it hasn't happened.
So-
Toy Fair hasn't happened yet. I know there's a couple things that have been brought out. New Batman.
Yeah, the Batman's.
I think the Christian Bale.
Michael Keaton. I know
the
Michael
Fleshner Superman.
the Michael Keaton one. I know a lot of people are having complaints about. I guess the neck is not right or something. People are just not liking that one. The Christian Bale
The
one.
new the new McFarlane Keaton.
Yeah.
Well, gee, I wonder why the neck isn't right.
Yeah.
It's not like he can't move his neck at all in that suit. That'd be crazy.
But I really like I think McFarlane did a great job on Bale's Batman Begins suit. I think that was cool.
It looks good. Yeah.
But yeah, I got nothing on the way in at the moment.
I got all the comic run, TV, all that.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Well, there was only one really big news.
there really was.
I mean, granted, we could talk about Zombie Mr. Freeze.
Mhm. That
could-
looks cool.
We could talk about how the
Oh yeah,
Absolute
the
Flash
Flash.
is going to be connecting
Team.
everything together.
Yeah, that's gonna be the big connection, and we're gonna find out who the big bad is.
Yeah. But other than that, I got nothing.
mean,
I'm
And one other thing too is just it's not DC related, but Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles 3.
VR Troopers.
I didn't even read the second one. I think I read the first issue, and then I just forgot about
You,
it.
you need to read the second one. Read the second one.
I'll have to read it.
It's one giant toy commercial. It's great.
Yeah, I figured.
What is let's go around the table really quick. What is everyone's
time? You're still doing pretty
What
good.
is
You guys want to keep it
everyone's-
going for a bit longer? Okay.
Let's just go around the
Yeah.
table and
What is everyone's comic book for this week?
What came out this week? I forgot. Hold on.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I heard that one's really good.
Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
sorry.
Oh, is Superman out now? I
Yeah, I'm
forgot what
so
what came out this week.
I
Let's
didn't
see
think of what
what
came out
we
this week,
got.
yeah.
If I had my
I
phone
mean,
on me,
I
I'd
know
double
what I
check.
picked
Let's
up.
see, what are some of the
Ultimate Spider-Man, of course.
I picked up.
Absolute Wonder Woman 5 came out this week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ultimate X-Men 12.
Yeah, so I picked up Green Arrow. I picked up Black Canary, which is actually doing really good. I like that Black Canary a lot.
If the internet connects.
I picked up the Facility of Daredevil. Shock.
Yep, that's shark.
Oh, just
I was gonna pick up the Women of Marvel, but I was waiting for the Peach Momoko Elektra Daredevil cover. So when I find that, I'll pick that one up. But I think like there's another one that I'm missing. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if the new Black Canary run by Tom King, I'm rocking with it. I like it. It's pretty good. I mean, I feel like once it gets in like a trade paperback, it's gonna be a lot better because the idea if it's told in like rounds of a fight.
Mhm.
So like if you have it like all in one in your hand, it'll flow a lot smoother than like, oh my god, round 4, and then I get to wait a month for round 5. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I mean, we literally have Black Canary fighting Lady Shiva with the implications of, curing her mom of cancer.
last week. Zatanna was really good.
Zatanna was really good. I like that one a lot.
I didn't read that one yet.
Absolute Batman was really good. How you guys been liking the others? I've been enjoying Batman.
Superman, I kind of stopped.
Superman's coming here and there. Wonder Woman is here and there.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm waiting on Flash. I'll probably pick up
I'll
Absolute
pick up
Flash.
Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Arsene Marhan
Yeah.
looked really good.
That's the one I'm actually going to dive into. In terms of Ultimate, on the Marvel side, I've only picked up Ultimate Wolverine.
I
That's
love
about it.
Ultimate
Spider-Man's been
Spider-Man.
nuts.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man is
I'll get that trade paperback.
has been the book. Yeah, I've been reading that one. I'm probably going to read Absolute Wonder Woman 5, Ninja Turtle 7. And loving that series.
I have to catch up on the Ninja Turtle series.
I gotta catch up on Detective. I know Detective's been pretty
Yeah.
good.
We have some time. I know.
Uncanny Valley is
Hold on.
another
You wanna
big
talk
one
about
that
the big- you
I
wanna-
don't want to talk about the big one. 'Cause
Let's
like I said,
do
I keep
this.
saying I'm gonna believe it when I see it. When she actually
I'm
steps
sorry.
the fuck down. Yes, this is the DC guys. Well, we call it the DC guys live. But we also have enough time. We could talk about one of the biggest news in the week was the announcement officially of Kathleen Kennedy's.
So I heard
leaving.
it was a rumor.
Again with the fucking rumor. Is she
So-
stepping down or not?
I think her contract is ending this year.
But they're not
I
gonna-
think-
they're not going to renew her.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to renew her. She's old.
Mhm.
She's like 74 years old.
which is insane.
You know, I don't hate her as much as a lot of people hate her.
I hate her for other reasons that are pretty valid.
I
Yeah.
don't like her because of the list. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two,
Oh, the list I put up.
the
of all
star. I don't really like her because of what happened to the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
What happened? Like
to Solo too. She kind of got in the way of that one.
I
Okay, so Solo.
Solo was Lord and Miller, and you
Yes.
knew what you were getting with Lord and Miller.
Yeah.
These are the guys who made 21 Jump Street,
Mm-hmm.
the Lego Movie, Cloudy
So-
with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yes. I do think Disney stepped in there. I don't think it was just Kathleen Kennedy. I think Disney stepped in there and were like, no. But that movie failed not because, in my honest opinion, not because you switched directors and you switched the
No.
tone. It failed because Star Wars, for the longest time, came out on near Christmas.
And
It
you
was your
put it
holiday-
right near Infinity War.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
they put it right by Infinity War and Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Star Wars,
And Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. But yeah, because I remember seeing it and there was no one there.
That was my
Yeah.
thing. And I generally do believe that was what caused Han Solo to fail. And I think if Han Solo didn't fail, we would have this glorious,
Yeah, it's supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Star Wars. Like we would have our new trilogy already. We would have, we wouldn't have 10 different projects that are going nowhere.
Star Wars right now, I hate to say it, it's just doesn't know where it's going. It's kind of
Yeah.
junk right now.
Well, Lucasfilm in general just doesn't know what they want.
If
Yeah.
it doesn't have Filoni attached to it, doesn't know where we're going.
but he's
We'll circle back to that.
hold on. But he says this.
Yes and no.
But he has said this: Star Wars is not for him. Star Wars is not for you. Star Wars is not for you. Star Wars is not.
Star Wars.
I'm glad you like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars is not for me. Star Wars is for my 4-year-old little cousin.
Yeah.
Has an imagination.
Like I hate saying this. Like we can sit here and we can hate the sequels.
Mhm.
You know, the sequel
They-
trilogy.
All
But-
three made $1 billion.
The kids who grew up watching it are now saying it's not that bad. It's actually good, and they actually are liking it. Like some of us have said about the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Well, I've always liked The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
Force
hated The
Awakens
Force
was good.
Yeah.
Force Awakens.
Force-
was-
for what
Force
it needed to
Awakens
be.
was okay. It was one of those movies like when I saw it, I'm like, yes, new Star Wars, and I got really excited. Even afterwards, it was like, cool, I got to see a new Star Wars.
Didn't we
Yeah.
see it?
Yeah, we all saw it.
We
Yeah.
saw it.
5 minutes later, after I saw it, thinking about it, or the next day, I'm like, this is not as good as I would.
Yeah, it was just.
I
just
hated
like-
the sequel.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah, everyone did.
No, there are people that love the Last Jedi.
There is.
It's okay, dude. It's okay to be
Yeah.
wrong.
No,
okay to be
no,
wrong.
no. There's literally someone
There are Star Wars fans that actually.
that say that Star Wars Last Jedi is the greatest Star Wars movie of all time.
Again,
Yeah.
it's okay to be wrong.
Take the casino scene out. It's not a bad Star Wars movie.
Yeah. That's
No,
true.
no, you got to take out a couple other things.
I mean,
Yeah, they got a
you gotta
lot.
take out. You gotta take out.
Space Leia.
You gotta take out Space Leia.
Space Land didn't bother me.
What is the one thing that bothered you?
Okay, hey, we can't go into hyperdrive or else they're gonna follow us. So what does the villains do? They just stand there and do nothing.
Okay, yeah, that's.
I also hated.
Yeah.
I hated the lady. The lady. That,
Hondo or whatever. it is.
yeah, and how she treated Poe.
Oh well, yeah, she was a total.
Oh yeah,
bitch.
Laura Dern. Yeah.
Like, are you not going to tell them your plan so you don't have a riot on your ship? That would be a good idea. Like, those were the two things that just pissed me the fuck off.
also some of the Luke character stuff was
Yeah.
like.
Oh no, I'll get into Luke in a moment because that's my
Okay.
biggest gripe.
Luke Skywalker is supposed to be the greatest Jedi of all time, one of the greatest heroes of all time, and he's this hermit that's always pissed off by everything.
I'm going to interrupt you on this
Okay.
one. Yes, I get it, and I rather have
What do you
Luke
think?
Skywalker be the hero
There we go.
of everything.
Oh, you're
But-
doing the.
No.
Think
yeah, hold on.
about all his mentors beforehand. Yoda
Yep.
and Obi-Wan. What happened with them?
They went into hiding.
They went into hiding and they
Well-
became hermits.
Obi-Wan went into hiding for a different reason. They were being hunted.
Yeah.
Luke wasn't being hunted.
Yoda was just like, I've had enough.
Yeah,
Yoda's
Yoda's
like,
just like,
"Fuck
I'm
this."
going into hiding. I'm going.
900 years, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a
done.
difference why they went into hiding and became hermits.
But he never did anything either. Like I'm sorry, I hate saying it. Like yeah, we have the Obi-Wan's TV show, but I never saw it. So
I like
Not
it.
bad.
I like Obi-Wan. I was
I-
rewatching.
I liked it.
A few episodes were
I wanted more Obi-Wan and less.
again that was going to be a
Leia.
trilogy.
yeah,
And here we can go through the list of projects Kathleen Kennedy has canceled throughout the years.
God.
Rogue Squadron
Yep.
was supposed to be Patty Jenkins. Was supposed to be about pilots getting their wings.
Yeah.
There's a
Basically,
low-
Top Gun Star Wars.
Okay.
There's a
Would have
lo-
loved it.
Yeah.
I feel like that could have been fine.
the horrible part.
And this was this was before '84 came out. She was riding
No, I'm
the
not
tail
doubting,
of the first Wonder Woman.
Right.
the-
I'm not doubting that. I'm just Star Wars, man. Give me Jedi.
the horrible
Well,
part of
Is
it.
cool?
Rogue Squadron is a game everyone fell in love with.
It's a
and
great
That's why everyone
game.
loved the idea of a Rogue Squadron movie.
It's a great game. The horrible part of it is that Star Wars Celebration, she comes out
Announced 5 projects,
and
then,
there's
like,
a no
2 years later they're canceled.
no. Is that Patty Jenkins is on an airway and they bring out a freaking X-wing, and
No, that wasn't Celebration. That was
Oh.
the Walt Disney, the Investor Day.
but
2020.
but still, it's like okay, here's a logo, here's all, and here was a date.
2023 was supposed to come out, and then they just
Next
because,
project.
creative differences.
Next project.
Yeah.
Which half of these are fucking creative differences. So
Yeah.
it tells me it's just her. Now
Yeah.
this isn't Star Wars. It's like
Next project.
Kevin Feige's Star Wars project
Yeah.
Yeah.
canceled,
Next project.
which I've heard
yeah. The rumor is he might take over.
he wants to leave. No, he wouldn't be running both. He would just leave Marvel
Yeah.
and go straight to Lucasfilm. And here's the thing: I'm going to defend this choice.
It's okay to be
Here.
wrong.
If you're gonna get someone to course correct and help them get their box office back, it's him. Granted, he's full of kind of misses, but he helped get Iron Man.
I know.
You had your big box office hit with the Avengers. Everything after Avengers up to Endgame had almost been collectively close to $1 billion or hit $1 billion.
Here's the thing about Star Wars.
And here's the thing: Feige is a big Star Wars nerd.
I know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We talked about this in the chat. You can't fix Star Wars right now. Star Wars is so
That's why you get him, because he's just the business heavy guy.
Possibility to fix it though.
then there needs to be no Star Wars for a while until there is
There basically has been no. I mean, if you're really counting the shows,
but what is them? Okay, if she's supposed to leave this year, we have a Star Wars celebration coming, people.
listen, I get it. Disney Plus, it's a good service at the end of the
Yeah.
day. I really thought TV was gonna fix Star Wars.
No.
Some shows have worked.
Yeah.
Andor, Mando have worked. Obi-Wan, yeah, kinda. Ahsoka, yeah, I liked Ahsoka. But Acolyte,
They had me in the first 2 episodes, and the minute that 3rd episode started, I was like, "This kind of like it just a switch." Hit
Mando
me.
season 3,
Mando season 3 was good.
Hold up.
It was
slow.
good.
It was
It
slow.
was slow, but it was fine. It was not Acolyte.
Here, Acolyte. I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't even watch it because I had a bad feeling about it. Because of the preview and episode
Mhm.
1. I'm sitting down and I'm watching this and I'm going, this is horrible. I'm not watching this.
So
Were you there when we saw episode 1?
no, you told me about it, and you were
So,
complaining about the Jedi getting killed by a knife, and I'm like, well,
so we went to go see episode 1.
mhm.
And you know, quality of 1999 camera work.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's still a good episode 1. On the big screen, I was like, okay, looks really good.
Mhm.
We see the Acolyte preview. I look at him, he look at me, and we go, this looks just dull compared to fucking George Lucas. I mean, granted, Lucas hasn't been with the company, but you had J.J. Abrams, got it still close to Lucas's how
Mhm.
Lucas films. I'll even say this, Ryan Johnson. Got really close. The throne room fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been Lucas. Even in episode 9 with the whole Emperor Luke, you still got it close with the fights.
Yeah.
But even the fights just in the scene kind of even that one everyone raved about, that one episode where that one dude just killed everyone. I'm like,
So
that's
I-
it. That's your big end, like middle of the
I
season
like
fight.
the fights. I think Acolyte did fights good, but outside of that, they fumbled the ball terribly.
That's a terrible.
And next one that was canceled now. You had David Benoff and D.B. Wes's, the guys who kind of got Game of Thrones, that series.
Oh, I know which one.
Their trilogy canceled.
It was supposed to be the story of the Jedi Knights. It was supposed to be about the Old Republic.
Oh, so we're finally getting over.
Well, no,
Thankfully.
canceled.
That was
Of
canceled.
course,
Next.
of course.
Ryan Johnson's trilogy
Yeah.
canceled.
Canceled.
Obi-Wan trilogy turned into Disney Plus series. The Boba Fett movie turned into Disney Plus series.
Okay, the Boba Fett movie. All right, let's face it.
It was after the bombing of Fantastic.
Fantastic.
And then there was the rumors of Josh Trank.
Josh Trank was one of the big reasons. That was the beginning of these canceled movies. All right, go ahead.
The next one, which this one will probably see the light of day, but probably not for a while, depending on what he's really doing. But I don't think he's doing much. Taika Waititi Star Wars.
No, it's not simulated.
It's
I
I
don't
just
think
put
it's-
shelved, probably canceled.
It's probably canceled. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Thor. He doesn't want to do these big budget projects.
Yeah.
Like he only did Thor because he needed money.
And then Thor: Love and Thunder was all right. Well, I get to do it my way.
Yeah.
The next
I
one.
don't even think he got to do it his way.
The next one. This one's been rumored. I don't know if it's really been confirmed.
Which one?
Sean Levy's Star Wars film.
Okay, Sean Levy's Star Wars film. It's because after
Deadpool Wolverine hit $1 billion,
Yeah.
so they gave him Star Wars.
Go, yeah, because he wanted to start. I don't know where that's gonna go. Will it get canceled after she leaves?
I just
don't
put
know.
in development, maybe.
I think it's going to be canceled.
And again, you
yeah.
put all these creators. Some of them are really good creators and producers
Mhm.
on Star Wars, but you keep saying creative differences.
There, no.
At that point, that's not Disney.
Yeah.
That's her. Because here's the other thing. Hey, you know who I mentioned was writing Lanterns? Damian Lindenhoff, who
Mhm.
did, I think he did Lost, did Watchmen. He's doing Lanterns. He wrote one more thing. Yeah, he was supposed to write this Rey movie.
Oh yeah.
But guess what? Creative differences. Bullshit. How many creators are you going to say creative differences because you can't see eye to eye with them?
Yeah.
Either Get your head out of your own ass, or tell you right there. The fact that you only trust, I hate to say it, but some people are right with the nostalgia, is Dave Filoni is kind of fucked.
I mean, Filoni's been putting out
Granted,
consistently good
we all
stuff.
don't like Ryan Johnson because of Last Jedi,
But-
but you fired Colin Trevorrow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
That was technically canceled, but it turned a whole nother movie.
So okay, episode 9. We've seen the arts. We've seen the story. To me,
It would have been the better movie.
I think this would have
100%.
I think this would have saved this damn trilogy.
100%.
How did you I mean, you've seen the art, you've probably seen
Mm.
the story. How did you feel about this?
Yeah. At that point, it was more
it was
like
too
eh.
late.
I think Colin Trevorrow was pissed that he killed Luke.
I would be too. I'm
No,
sorry.
he
It
had
was-
forced Luke fighting Kylo Ren. Like
That'd
he
be
actually
cool.
would have stopped the saber. And I was like, okay, cool concept. You're getting cool with this.
I think it would have worked.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They didn't know where to go, Frey. That's and I hate to say it, and I don't want to. And here's the thing: I don't want to see episode 10. I don't want to see another Rey movie. I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
I
done.
still want to see an episode 10. I still want to see 10, 11, and 12.
Well,
I really do.
I think that's what's going to happen at Celebration. I do think this Rey movie is going to be called Episode 9 in episode 10, episode 11, episode 12.
Yeah.
But I do think she'll come out and she'll have new writers.
As she should. I mean, I'm comfortable where Star Wars is now. I don't see the need for a continuation. Because, truth be honest, after episode 6, I was happy. I didn't feel like we needed to go and do
Yeah.
episode 7.
Damon
8,
Lindelof
9.
was Watchmen, Lost, and The Leftovers.
I'm just saying.
No longer working on the project. All right.
Stop dicking around and give us the Knights of the Old Republic.
Then you bring
We all
in
want.
Stephen Knight, creator of Peaky Blinders, and you fight again. Creative differences.
It's why
And Peaky Blinders is real. How can you say creative differences over that? And now you bring in George Nilofi, the writer of Ocean's 12, The Bourne Ultimatum. Which that last one, Bourne Ultimatum, kind of worries me a little bit because I know a lot of people didn't like that last one. Or when was it Jason? Was the movie just called Bourne? Or was it Jason? One of them. There was another one, but
Mhm.
again, Star Wars is a revolving door franchise at this point.
Star Wars is
That's the problem. Because Star Wars was a thing. It was an event.
it was
It's the same thing with the MCU. The MCU was an event.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, it's dessert. Okay, that's how you have to look at these things. It's dessert. All of a sudden, Disney comes in here with plates of desserts, and because they're thin with so many cooks, they don't turn out that well.
That's the thing was, it was cool when everything was announced, like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
But now here we are. It's 2025,
Chocked full.
and Andor season 2 is gonna be the only thing we're gonna see for Star Wars this year, unless there's a secret Star Wars project that was filmed.
There's probably
I
Yes.
heard there's the rumor of the mill was Favreau was filming something else next to Dave Filoni's The Mandalorian and Grogu. They were both for filming, and that leads me to those two. I don't think they want that job.
Yeah.
Granted, I've heard Kathleen Kennedy's replacement is Dave Filoni. I don't think he's taking it.
But Dave Filoni was mentored by George Lucas.
I'm gonna tell you why he's not gonna take it. Yeah, he's mentored by George Lucas. Yeah, he understands the Force, all this shit. He's not a business guy.
He's a filmmaker. He's like Dave.
He's a creator.
but-
That's why, and also John
Not-
Favreau won't take it either. John
Uh,
Favreau was another creator.
So, yes, I generally, you probably want a business guy type deal. Here's the thing. Bob Iger wants to be surrounded by creatives.
Yep.
He doesn't want businessmen. He wants creatives because he knows that the creatives are the ones that are going to be able to produce what he wants.
Think about the creators. The creators
And
literally.
then I also heard J.J. Abrams would
That-
come back
Okay,
and run Star Wars.
here's my thing.
I hope not.
Again, another creator.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't do the business stuff. That's why I'm gonna connect it back to DC guys now. I think James Gunn and Peter Safran running DC Studios is the best idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because one, James Gunn, your creative guy. He's not the
Mhm.
business sitting in meetings, dealing with all the phone calls, all that. Peter Safran is not a creative really guy.
Mhm.
He's more a businessman. So when they went to the idea of Zaslav going, well, can we both run it? I get to do the creative, I get to write, still direct, and Peter gets to handle the day-to-day meetings, but I'll be in to pop in every now and then, but I get to watch the creative's film. You have one guy who's a creator watching other films. That's good. Peter Safran will stop and just be like, hey, everything going good? All right, James, everything's going good. All right, I'm going to go back to sitting down with other people. We have some other stuff to meet. It divides up the work. They're both not stressed. James Gunn is still writing and directing. He's doing what he loves. Peter Safran is still managing, doing what he loves.
John does not want it to be J.J. Abrams.
Abrams, one, is not that guy either.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking if you get Kevin Feige over there, he can get the creatives for you to turn that franchise around. Because again, we've seen him do it with Marvel Studios. And, once Doomsday starts filming, Secret War starts filming, he's already done.
He is.
What more does he have to add to his legacy at Marvel?
There's really
A
nothing.
better Secret Wars.
But he can go to Star Wars now and say, all right, I'm going to go course correct Star Wars. Let me put Star Wars on my resume. And then after Star Wars, I'm retired.
But then here,
Yeah, at that point. Yeah.
at that point, but
Well,
then
the big rumor that Kevin Feige always, this is a rumor that I heard, that he wanted the Disney Pictures job.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was always his main goal.
Because now I heard I've heard Disney really wants Feige.
Mhm.
Kathleen Kennedy isn't opposed to it, but she's more, we'll get Dave, and Dave's kind of like, I just want to be the creator. I'll film under him. I don't want to deal with all the business stuff.
Yeah.
Because one of the, I guess, a Disney exec was like, they bump up Filoni, he's going to get killed on all sides.
Yeah.
That man will get drained. And that's why I don't want Dave Filoni is getting drained. Because he loves Star Wars. Like you said, mentored by George Lucas.
Mhm.
Do you want to get drained out of something you love?
no.
Yeah.
My thing about Kevin Feige is that okay, we're getting these last two Avengers, which makes sense after Secret Wars. I mean, there is nowhere else to go except for the X-Men.
I mean, after that, I mean, I've always said either A, you reboot, or B, you cross over at DC.
Yeah,
You just
John
keep-
said he did back when the first phase was great. When the multiverse saga came, Feige sank.
The beginning of the multiverse saga with Phase 4 isn't too bad. Black Widow was all right. It's Black Widow. That's the first.
I think
movie out
the
gate.
problem with
But WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier did great.
Yeah.
It's Bob Chapek.
Shang-Chi did great.
My opinion was Bob Chapek.
it was Bob Chapek, and it's a whole group of things. It was COVID, Bob Chapek, the dude that was working with Feige, because again, the dude that was working with Feige
Mhm.
didn't want a Black Widow movie. He
No.
didn't want Captain Marvel.
Oh, like promo. Yeah.
Yeah, promo. Yeah, whatever.
I-
Promoter. So I mean, Black Widow probably would have been
should have been in phase.
would probably be in for Infinity War.
Yeah, should have been face. Should have been face. You're good between
Yeah.
between event. Yeah, okay. All right, Kevin
I'm-
Feige is like the right choice.
I don't think he's the right choice.
But here's the thing:
He's not the right choice, but he's the choice that if you want your franchise to come
He's-
back,
he's the J.J. Abrams safe choice.
He's the choice that you put your money on.
he's like
safe
he's like the
choice.
Russos being the art with the RDJ safe
Yeah.
casting with Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Is he knows what the fans want. He can get your fans the trust back.
Fans don't want that though.
Yeah, even though the fans don't want it.
Yeah.
He's the guy that will be like, all right, let me look at this franchise. Let me draft another 10-year plan like I did with Marvel. What do I want to do with Star Wars? What's the goal for Star Wars? What do we want to accomplish with Star Wars?
Here's the thing that
Feige's a good planner.
Ah.
At the end of the day, he's a great face.
Let's think of a movie that he was supposed to do, a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
What if he actually wrote a plan? He wrote a plan. How
and that's when it was
there
cool.
you go.
And Disney saw it was like,
Bingo.
okay, this is our guy.
Give this man a cookie.
Yes, it'd be. But I think Feige is your safeguard because he can handle all the business stuff. And then at the end of the day, if Filoni is still in that one position under him, hey, you can just go greenlight the projects for all I care. Just tell me
Yeah.
what I need and I can get you that resource.
Filoni could be the creative head.
Because now I heard Brad Windenbaum
Yeah.
is his name, at Marvel,
Mhm.
might take Feige's job. Now, let's say history panned out another way. James Gunn is still at Marvel. Feige Kathleen Kennedy still retires this year. Feige takes over. Let's just say hypothetically, James Gunn's still Marvel.
Mhm.
James Gunn will be head of Marvel.
No.
Really?
No.
No, you don't think so? Because he was supposed to run the cosmic side. He was going to be that producer on all the cosmic stuff.
I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because if that was true, he would just be running all of DC.
To James Gunn.
Yes.
You still think he'd go to DC?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
It would just be James Gunn running DC. Why would it just be him running Marvel?
I think that was because that was Kevin Feige's.
You
That
know?
was Kevin Feige's
Well,
choice.
The only reason he reconnected with Peter Safran was because, remember, Marvel fired him. He went to go do
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. Then Warner Brothers, hey, do you want to do Superman? No, I want to do Suicide Squad. I want to do Peacemaker. Well, now do you want to run DC?
Mhm.
So yeah, if history went the way we still wouldn't have the Suicide Squad or any of this, we'd probably still be seeing the DCEU and maybe we'd get Crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd get a really weird told version of Crisis.
Oh
most
man, we'd be getting
definitely.
that Batgirl movie.
Yeah, you'd be getting a lot of stuff. But
I don't know. I think Batgirl would still be a tax write-off.
100%.
yeah, it's like John's
100%.
saying. I told James Gunn is a total comic nerd, so
Yeah.
he could do Marvel. He could have ran
Yeah.
Marvel Studios. He would have again probably still kept it grounded. But I think he said at the end of the day in a podcast, his issue with Marvel was there was no secret identities anymore, and like
Yeah.
just everyone knew who everyone was. Now Spider-Man's back to having that secret
Yeah,
identity,
That's true.
which he just should have kept him with the secret identity in the first point. There was no point of having it be revealed to everyone who Spider-Man was.
Mhm.
Well, it was to put him in that crisis moment of like, oh shit, I gotta do something drastic.
But going back to what Kyle says is yes, after Secret Wars, what do? You either continue the story, or you reboot it, which I think would be a great idea. That's the way Kevin Feige ends. Reboot it,
Yeah,
then it's a new
Which
era of Marvel.
they're gearing up for mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again,
reboot it, but with mutants. Like,
my issue
point.
is you have two of your biggest films right now. Three of your biggest films. Fantastic Four.
Yep.
You need that to be a success, no matter what. Listen,
I mean,
Thunderbolts bombs, that's fine. It's Thunderbolts at the end of the day. You can live with that losing money. Fantastic Four, that loses money.
We need the phrase the thing goes. Okay.
I'm not
Oh.
saying Fantastic Four is going to lose money. I'm not saying Superman is going to lose money. I think they're both going to do well. But for right now, for Marvel, everyone's eyes are on Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
People are talking about Thunderbolts, but it's the Fantastic Four.
just like everyone's eyes were on Deadpool and Wolverine. It's
You have your new big July summer movie. You need Fantastic Four. I want to know how much that budget was. Because here's my goal right now for Fantastic Four. It's a little too high, but I'm going to put it up there. Fantastic Four, out of all the films this year, including Superman, has the closest shot to hitting 1 billion.
I think so.
Because, again, this is where I'm going to say you want it to hit 1 billion. If you tie it to Doomsday, word of mouth gets out about it. People are going to want to see it, see what this post-credit scene is. If it even is a post-credit scene, it could just be a final scene, and then there's no post-credit scene.
My thing with Superman, the reason why I don't think Superman could hit a bill.
It could. I'm not going to put it to that standard. New studio, new.
What did Barbie
it's new
break?
everything.
What did Barbie make? At
A
the-
billion.
A
Barbie
billion.
made $1 billion.
Superman
But-
will hit $1 billion.
My thing is that too many people are unsure of this Superman movie, so it has to be the word of mouth.
Mhm.
So, like, it's going to do well in that first weekend. If the word of mouth is great,
And here's the thing.
it's going to make $1 billion.
And here's the thing. I'm sorry to say this. It can't be you and me. They go,
Yeah.
oh my God, Superman looks great. Because we've already lost. Hush. We've already lost a couple of audience. And you shush right now.
Yeah.
It will be Todd. It will be Kyle. It will be Alana. It will be John. It won't be us, unfortunately. As much as we are going to be raving about this movie, saying it's like the greatest movie, we're not.
Here's the thing, though.
We're going.
We
to
are DC fans, so we liked Flash.
Well, yes, but
Zip it. I don't even have to look
I didn't
at you.
say anything
I don't
yet.
have to look at you.
that's the theme. But it's the truth. What we're saying.
Because here's what also came out too. As much as I don't like him, he has some good points every now and then. Soups, I will say. As much as I do want to punch him in the face, if I ever see him in real life, that might happen.
You lost me at the soup.
Let me tell
sensation.
you why. Let me tell you why. He didn't get paid by Warner Brothers to see the Flash.
Uh-huh.
They were at CinemaCon. That's when everyone saw it first.
Mhm.
Campia still likes it.
Mhm.
He has not turned his word. Soups hasn't turned his word. James Gunn even hasn't turned his word. Tom Cruise has not turned his word on this movie. And you know, if they were still keeping their word of, yeah, we liked it. We thought it was fun. It's a good movie.
But here's the thing: we lost the trust. I hate to say this, we lost our trust from our audience from Black Adam, because remember we said the hierarchy would change with the DC universe.
Here's the thing about our group, and I'm really gonna admit it. People might not like this. Our group is dumb half the time.
And
Again.
there goes our group.
Again,
It's been real.
I'm not talking about John. I'm talking about anyone. There are two people that gave Captain America: Brave New World a 9.
But that was their opinion. But what I'm saying,
Yeah, and their opinion is wrong as fuck on that one.
I know.
Holy shit!
but the thing is
Like,
that,
if you're gonna give me Flash or Captain America, I'm gonna take the Flash all day over
but yeah,
Captain
no,
America.
our word
Even Black Adam, I'll take over Captain America. At least those were entertaining.
our word of mouth will it's not with our Facebook group. Unfortunately, our word of mouth is gonna have to be with different people.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is we're gonna have to go with different people. Like,
Hey, people trust us with the Penguin.
What's the Penguin?
but like
What did John say?
No, the audience got lost when Restore the Snyderverse came to be.
yeah,
he's not wrong. Yeah,
yeah,
I gotta give John that one. Yeah,
yeah,
he's not wrong.
no, because what was it? Yeah,
Because like it's like James Gunn said, we can't please everyone.
no,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to.
That's true. Yeah.
I think fantastic.
And at least he admitted that was going to be the challenge of, I got to fight the online
Mhm.
Snyder community now.
My thing about Fantastic Four is, yes, if Robert Downey Jr. shows up as Doctor Doom, it is going to get people in the seats, because people are like, "What the frick? I thought he was Iron Man. Now he's Doctor Doom." Because there is still that public audience. There is your public that's just going to sit down and be blown freaking away when that mask gets revealed. And that mask is off, and it's a burnt, scarred up Robert Downey Jr. People will go ballistic.
Do you think they're gonna burn and scar RDG's face? I don't think
Yeah.
so.
But
Yeah.
50-50.
50-50. But what I'm saying is that that's the thing, or it's going to be The Voice. The big problem I've had about the MCU is we've not set up this movie, and
Yeah.
that's my huge problem. Is this could be the first Avengers movie that may not hit those big Avenger numbers.
I was talking to my friend
Mhm.
Justin, and
Yeah.
we flat out, both me and him agreed, the first movie will break $1 billion because it's still an Avengers movie.
Mhm.
However, if people don't like that first Avengers movie,
Secret Wars is gonna have a
Secret
hard-
Wars is going to be.
I still think Secret Wars is going to do it just because they're going to bring in all like the.
Yeah, they're gonna
They're
bring
going to bring in
everyone for that
Toby.
one.
They're going to bring in Hugh Jackman. They're going to bring in
that's-
all these people.
it's the
we don't know that.
It's the ultimate,
It's Secret Wars.
And
They're
here-
gonna do it.
and this is the thing I will. And I
It's a
said,
multiverse saga. It's what ties it all together.
and here's the thing is that, you know, I go back to, you know, I'm gonna go back to my dad. My dad is a comic book fan, but he's not a huge fan. The multiverse he's so sick and tired of. Like, he's wanting all this to end. A lot of people are not ready for Secret Wars. I'm sorry to say, but people are not ready for this big blown event.
The problem with the multiverse saga is they did not explain it well.
No, they did not.
And not only did they not explain it well, they didn't use it correctly. I am sorry.
Yeah.
Your post-credit scene should have been, here's Tobey Maguire swinging through the city of New York.
Mhm.
That should have been your post-credit scene to establish that there is a
Hugh
multiverse.
Jackman sitting at
But
a
then again, that comes down to Marvel Studios
Yeah.
can't use Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I'm just using that as
Yeah.
an example. Like, it didn't have to be. It could have been. You know, they kind of did it with the Marvels, but like,
we're supposed to be setting up Battle World too at the
Yeah.
same time.
My also issue with the multiverse, yeah, they didn't know how to use it. They kind of close enough was Doctor Strange. But
my
then
prob-
again, it was Feige stepping in.
Yeah.
When he just should have let Sam Raimi, Michael Waldron do what they wanted. Again, Michael Waldron is kind of at fault because he was writing. In the third act, he was developing on the spot, which
see, my problem with Multiverse of Madness is, okay, you have Professor X.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. but he's not the Fox Professor X.
Yes.
He's the
That's the problem with the multiverse.
Mhm.
That's why it sucks because it's not. You're giving me Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
But
But
it's
it's
not
not-
the Fox universe.
It's not the Fox Beast.
No.
And at the end of the day, Deadpool and Wolverine did it right.
Yes.
That's how you do
The
it.
Wesley Snipes blade was the
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes
Snipes
blade.
blade.
The
Elektra.
Electra was the Electra from the Daredevil movie.
Gambit
The
is
X-23 was the Logan X-23.
the Gambit is the canceled Gambit.
Yeah, it's the
movie.
canceled
you know. Chris Evans.
Yes.
Like
is the one from I think that's
I
the
don't know.
Fox universe one.
That's up in the air.
what?
If that is the Fox universe, Chris Evans.
he's changed then.
Yeah.
He's changed a lot ever since then. But
I
But
think
he aged. I mean, like
I think that
still
one. I
great.
think that one is.
I think it is. It's just he's poorly written.
Yeah.
But that's like my thing. It's just like it's great that you're getting these characters back, but if you're not going to let them play the roles that they are, and there's just like
Spider-Man No Way Home did it.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
As much
did
as
it
that
right.
movie has some flaws now, looking back at it, yeah, it did it right. It's the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. It's the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
That's how you establish a
Multiverse of
multiverse.
Madness could have done it right. And like you said, it wasn't the Xavier Fox universe. They shoehorned in Captain Carter.
Yeah.
Black Bolt was
Was
close,
cool.
close.
It was cool, but
But he was
blew
always
up.
murky. Like the way they should have done it was just like it should have been 5 universe. Like if you're gonna do the Illuminati, it should have been like 5 universes. Like we're all from 5 different universes. Like
Right.
here's Agent Carter, here's Black Bolt, here's Professor X, or whoever you want to use.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't have to necessarily be Professor X because he kind of dies
Mhm.
multiple times.
yeah.
if I had a nickel for every time Professor X
You know.
dies, I'd have 5 nickels, which isn't a lot, but weird to happen 5 fucking
You know.
times.
Give us a fan favorite. John Quincy,
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's how you do it. Like instead, it's like, well, these are the 5 heroes from this universe, and it's just like,
Here's this.
why do I care about these 5 different people? These five heroes from this one particular universe.
Yeah, it's and then my other issue with Marvel doing the multiverse for the multiverse saga is every time they go to do it, they act like we, the audience, don't know what's going
Yeah.
on already. And that was my issue with Captain America: Brave New World's post credit. It was there are heroes from other worlds. Yeah, we know that. No shit, Sherlock.
But
We're how many movies in at
the
this
Captain
point?
America doesn't.
That doesn't matter. We know. Now we're sick and tired of.
And
Give us something.
I'm gonna say this. Let's just say, I'm sorry, Captain America probably does know that there is our other universes and there are other heroes. I'm sorry, he hangs out with Bruce
Doctor
Banner,
Strange,
Doctor Strange. Granted, he's not around.
Captain
like-
Marvel.
Captain Marvel was like, you've gone through time travel, like
He hasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
know you got resurrected by time travel.
Yeah. So to me, that's just a cop out. At the end of the day, that post credit scene should have been, if you're going to
That's
do that, the
someone to
leader
do it.
contacting, I don't know, Beast.
Yeah.
or Doctor Doom.
Or Beast is looking, or not Beast, but the leader's looking through a telescope because they gave him a lab because he's super intelligent. He looks through a lab and you see a crack and it's the incursion. Like, that's what you do.
Here's the thing. I don't know, here's the thing about this.
John said in quotes, there are other heroes. Out of quote.
Yeah, no shit, stupid.
Here's the thing. We don't know who the Avengers are.
That's still gonna.
That's the weird thing of it all.
Yeah.
Is I'm not liking this. Is I don't know who the Avengers are.
I think we'll find that out in Thunderbolts.
I think we'll know who the Avengers are at San Diego.
Yeah.
It will be this. It
I
will,
don't think we're gonna find out in Thunderbolts.
Or they're gonna
You'd really have to.
You're
you know what
set
they're
it
gonna
up.
you know what they're gonna do?
They're
It's
gonna
gonna
have
be
some characters from Thunderbolts be on the Avengers, like Yelena or whomever. Bucky's gonna be like, "Yo, we should get this shit going."
or here's the cop out. There's always been the Avengers.
the Avengers has been, and we've
We
already,
have always existed. We kept in the shadows because
so it's like
Secret Adventures. Yeah.
so it's like freaking was it the Justice League where we disassembled, now we have to come back. It's like, okay, cool, but the Avengers are the pivotal big popcorn money movie things that make everyone go, yay, my favorite characters is yay. It's like, who are they? We know
Yeah,
Sam's
who's that
Cap.
team? You know, Captain Marvel might be on this team.
We know Doctor
We
Strange.
don't know that though.
We know that
She might go to space.
Spider-Man.
Star-Lord might be on this team.
Well, who knows if they want Spider-Man? Who they don't know who Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
I'm saying right now, Shang-Chi's on is
Oh,
in
yeah.
Avengers.
Black Panther's on
Yeah.
this team. Shuri.
Captain America.
100%.
Like I think what it is
Or
it's going to be
Ant-Man.
quick thing. Captain America meets up with Bruce Banner's like, yeah, here's the new guy. His name's Shang-Chi. That's even if they use him.
No, what's gonna happen? This is what I'm afraid. And it's gonna end up being. Is it's gonna be a Thunderbolts post-credit scene? I really do think so.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's going to be Bucky and Sam. They're gonna talk, and they go, "Okay, we need the Avengers."
Hey, Juan in the chat.
One Joe.
Hello.
They're gonna be in the Avengers.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be this list, and it's gonna be files again,
Mhm.
and it's gonna be, oh, we've been looking at these guys. Here are the Avengers, and then we'll hear the na 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 na.
Especially if Bucky is a senator,
Yeah.
Yeah, Congressman.
congressman. He's just like he's in charge of like a superhero task force or something.
White Widow, all those.
Now, the question is for Bucky. Is what Thunderbolt's gonna probably take point during right when he leaves to go do the
Yeah.
congressman stuff, because I think that's kind of was implied.
Yeah,
Was right when he meets up with Sam. That's when Thunderbolts kind of starts.
yeah.
Could be.
Because
Or
we see in the trailer he's in a suit in some shots and he's got longer hair, so it's either a few months after or
They'll
or
explain
he
it,
loses.
yeah.
Or he loses. It could be either before, he could lose.
Mhm.
It could be like, I have to do one more mission before I leave, before, I become a congressman,
They'll explain.
They're gonna hopefully.
I think they will.
But, yeah.
I have hope.
There's hope.
I don't have hope anymore.
I just think Marvel is, again, it comes down to you had your King situation.
Yeah.
You, instead of recasting, you chose to just pivot a whole, and
I agree.
I agree too.
I remember us sitting down, and doing that town hall discussion of, are they going to hit the red button? There's no way they're going to bring in Doctor Doom because you haven't really set up Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a multiversal Doctor Doom, but you still have to set him up.
Yeah, that's my problem with the whole thing.
There was. They did hit that
And they
button.
did hit the button, and we really go, damn.
It was so. I mean, like I said, it was exhilarating. It was exciting to see Robert Downey Jr. come back, and it's like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing. I just like Robert Downey Jr. But it's like, okay, it's time to set it up. We're already, and we have 2 more movies till the Avengers.
Yeah.
Now it's okay. We're procrastinating. We need to start getting We need to.
You got your shows too. Can't forget the Ironheart show. Can't forget Wonder Man.
The Weeknd. I like that new album.
No weekend, yeah. Sorry, up tomorrow.
Ironheart. We're setting up
She-Hulk
Mephisto.
season 2.
I mean,
Well, granted, I really actually do want to see.
Yeah, I know. I said that season 2 would be cool. Just lower the budget a little bit.
the only
Refine the CGI a little bit, and you'll be fine.
Well, that's just crunch time in Marvel
Well,
Studios.
hell, you don't even need to have her as She-Hulk that often.
Yeah.
Like-
that's kind of
like,
the
I-
point.
Well, no. Here's the thing. She goes in there and be like, what you did, making me be She-Hulk, is against the law. So I'm not going to be She-Hulk anymore when I'm doing the courts. And you kind of you can save it to like maybe at the very end, like you save that time. I get what you're saying.
When you bring up the law, my like
The law.
when you bring up the law, my like law school kicks in, and I'm like,
But like at the end of the day, she was being forced to be She-Hulk, and that is technically they are not allowed to do that. That's discrimination.
It's a what?
Discrimination.
In what sense?
Well, that's why they hired her, remember?
That's why they hired her.
And they never told her until day 1 until she showed up.
That
that's
she
why
has to
hired
be.
her.
She has to be She-Hulk.
Is it discrimination? Yes and no, but
Yeah.
that's a whole nother legal talk.
But
that
like
we don't
I think
have.
if she went to court and be like, yeah, this guy is telling me I have to be She-Hulk for me to have this job, when I am qualified to have this job without being She-Hulk.
So that defines She-Hulk. Again, we're getting into a whole legal side of stuff that I don't.
we
Well, that's She-Hulk.
Yeah, that's We could also say
Okay.
it for another episode
Yeah,
because we are.
about to
Yeah,
say.
so-
I'm like,
we're 2 hours in, but
we're getting to that point where we can have a long, drawn-out legal conversation with Kyle here, but
But
Yeah.
connecting it all back to DC, I think DC Studios has a good future.
Oh yeah.
I think it has a bright future. Marvel, get your shit together.
They're good.
Hopefully, with Fantastic Four.
They're good.
Star Wars, do something.
Yeah.
I gotta poke you with a stick every now and then to make sure you're alive.
I think they're all going to be. I think they're all going to.
And we're all excited for Marvel and DC.
Yes. I think in general these studios they're all gonna work out. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great. We're gonna see an age again where it all comes back.
Yeah.
Marvel's gonna, I really do think Marvel's gonna kill Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I just think it's gonna be so good. Does it make over Superman? I'm gonna say right now, I don't think Superman's gonna make more. There's more anticipation for Superman than there is for Fantastic Four. Even though Fantastic Four, everyone's
Maybe,
super excited
maybe.
for.
I think it's going to be the word of mouth.
Fantastic Four, we'll get one because Marvel Studios and everyone loved that trailer. Superman will get 2. You know which one's gonna bomb.
Hold on, AI, please. I wonder if she's still watching.
Text her first.
No, just
No.
flat out say that Jurassic Park
Yeah,
is going to
Jurassic
bomb.
World's gonna bomb.
Yes, I really do think Jurassic World's gonna bomb. I don't think it's gonna
It's
want
going
to
to bomb
watch.
for 2 reasons. One, everyone got pissed off at the last movie.
Oh yeah,
And
big
two,
time.
And the movie before that.
and two,
I'm still here. Okay,
and two, it's a rehash of Lost World.
Yeah, basically, now that you put it out there.
Oh,
And I have my opinions.
So
It's gonna be Fantastic Four, Superman, Jurassic World.
I've been
Smurfs.
making art.
I know you.
no. You know what's going to make the big money maker? It's going to change everything. The day the Earth blew up.
Oh yeah, that still comes out next.
That's going to be actually good.
No.
I'm going to say this: if you want YE Coyote versus Acme, go see The Day the Earth Blew Up.
But yes, I do think a certain dinosaur movie
Yeah, Jurassic World is not.
is not going to.
Yeah.
I
Against
mean,
2 comic book movies.
I've always said Jurassic Park should have moved. I'm going to die later, but that's okay.
No, it should have just went to June.
It should have. Yeah, it should have moved to June.
Well, they shouldn't have rushed it either.
They took a whole year to
Oh
film,
boy.
That's
or not even a year. It was like,
less than a year, and that's a third reason why I think it's going.
You better run, boy.
Let's go, boys.
Tunes, baby. Yeah, Looney Tunes Day 1.
Yeah,
This is- no,
I
it's
got
the-
the.
It's 2 weeks after Mickey 17.
Yeah.
Which I do want to see that one.
That's really good.
I
I won't say anything right now. You're screwed.
Oh yes, and
Listen, as much as you can be mad at him, he's not wrong. Jurassic
Rule
World.
number one of relationships.
Hey!
You never
First
tell
off,
her she's wrong.
I'm the one who's sitting here saying it's got a bomb.
Yeah, I
He hasn't said a word yet.
No, he did say it.
Yeah.
He does.
No, he didn't say Jurassic World's gonna bomb. He just said the dinosaur picture is gonna bomb. There's a difference. I flat out said Jurassic World is going to bomb.
As much as I like Gareth Edwards, I don't think this is going to be his best movie.
Yeah.
But here's okay. So I'm gonna say one thing because I should. Run.
Run while you can.
If it does good, and it actually is like, and it's
I will
not
go full paleontologist, but I won't because I'm busy in art mode.
yes, if it actually isn't bad, the Jurassic Park might actually come back. But
So it's a big butt.
it's a big but. There's two. We're waiting on Superman and we're waiting on Fantastic Four. Jurassic Park is the appetizer. The main course.
Jurassic World rushed a trailer too. I didn't think that trailer was that good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Jurassic World will be the appetizer. The main course will be Superman, and dessert will be Fantastic Four.
I will make you eat your sock if it comes out of
I
my
thought Fantastic Four comes out first.
No,
No,
it's I think it's Superman, Fantastic Four, then Jurassic World.
Can I get that cooked?
Hold on, I can
At
see.
least.
Yeah, double check.
No.
I can see.
Damn.
Nah.
And once we have this information, we will call it a day.
We'll
Jurassic
call it a
World
day because I'm gonna die
Okay.
later.
All right, so it's
You're screwed.
Jurassic
Yay!
World,
Yeah.
July 2nd. July 11th
No.
is Superman. And Fantastic Four, I think, is July 25th.
Ooh, look at her go.
Yeah, July 25th.
Okay.
She literally was like, "Well, he's doing it."
And that's why I think Jurassic Park gonna bomb. Because literally, it's that second weekend. That's when Superman comes out.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose money to Superman. And again, this is what happened in 2023.
This is
All
this
these movies in
is-
June came out almost a week.
This is a
apart.
repeat.
You had Spider-Verse,
Mhm.
then Transformers,
Corners.
then The Flash,
Yep.
then Oppenheimer, then Barbie. They were all sandwiched in with each other. We were at the movies almost every week.
Every week. I even
Was
Kyle,
there one
every
more
week?
June movie that in 2023? Or am I going crazy? I feel like there was one more that I keep forgetting.
No, I just
don't
remember. I just remember. All I remember was this one of here. Is I remember Todd going. I think Adam's gonna cry when he sees Spider-Verse and he's not gonna care about the Flash at one point.
Mhm.
But that will wrap it up, people.
Yeah.
Yes. That will
We'll see who wins the box office of
Yes.
July, and will Adam survive after he talks to his darling girlfriend? Well, we'll all find out another episode of DC Guys.
Thanks for tuning in for DC Guys Live with our special, beautiful guest, Kyle. Probably.
Go.
All right. Bye.
Bye.